Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling today on this good Monday, man? We back to start another week of this good boxing. These good boxing bills, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I already know if you catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, and come say what's up to the fam after you turn your notifications on, man. Y'all already know the etiquette, man. How y'all feeling today? How's everybody feeling? Shout out to the baby girl, Miss Just Do in the building. How you feeling? The first one in the building, Lonnie Lee, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Ace, what's good with it, fam? Devin problem now? He thinks Regis was a great fighter before fighting, and Regis the same dude lost. Oh, we gonna cook on it for sure. I was listening in a little bit Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice. Man, he was up there talking to Blair, Cobb, Punch Drunk. There was a lot going on over there. Samuel, what it do, my guy? Thomas Hill, my brethren. What's good with it, Brody? The real infinite in the building, my guy. Ace, man. How y'all feeling, man? Back to build on some more boxing, as we always do. You know, we got to do our recap of the fight. You know, the only fight that pretty much people are talking about now. And, you know, it's not really no surprises to what the outcome of Regis and Catterall was, right? For me, I said it was going to be a lot more competitive than Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, simply because of styles. And even though he did get beat, he got beat, unanimous decision, but it was very competitive. You know what I mean? He even scored a knockdown in this fight. He was doing very well, man. Regis was doing very well, but you know, Catterall is being the boxer he is. He was being very patient. He elected to kind of fight off the back foot. Not kind of. He elected to really fight off the back foot in this fight. If you look at most of his fights, you haven't seen him on the back foot quite that much in any other fight. I mean, at least for me, I haven't seen it. Shout out to my guy, Tom Mark West. What it do, Mr. Impride in the building? Was good with it, fam. So he kind of changed tactics, man. To his credit, I think it was a good switch up. You know, it's something that I didn't expect. I expected him to kind of stand in there and mix it up a little bit more. BJ in the building was good, family. I expect him to mix it up just a little bit more. But nonetheless, he didn't mix it up the way I anticipated. Instead, he switched it up and, he became back foot dominant. Like, he just wanted to be on the back foot. He exchanged here and there, but he really, he avoided those exchanges by all costs for the most part. He had a couple moments where obviously he had to sit down and scrap it out. Shout out to my guy, Scrapulatory, man. Was Chalupa, shout out to you, bro. Who Israel, man? My guy, shout out to you, man. Happy born day to you as well. Appreciate you in the cash.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy, Scales, Barbara D. My boxing mom is in the building. How you feeling today? You said that Regis hurt his Achilles. I'm not sure. I didn't get any word on it. But if he did, I think that's just a sign of, wear and tear as you get older, but we're going to build on this. We're going to talk about it because, man, Regis ain't getting his just due, y'all. And I ain't feeling it. Your boy just ain't feeling it. Y'all know how I am. I'm big on giving people their just due and their credit. And, man, I don't give a damn what you say, man. Regis is an overachiever. You know what I'm saying? He's an overachiever at the end of the day. But we're going to break down this fight. Like I said, the fight was very competitive, up until about the midway point. And then, the turning point was when Regis got dropped. Once he got dropped, that was the turning point. He got knocked down twice in the same round. I believe that was around the 9th. And, the rest was the history. But I felt like up until that point, he fought very well. He was catching, Jack Catterall with shots. He didn't want to engage. Like I said, he kept him predominantly on the back foot the whole night. He exchanged here or there, but when he did, he got clipped. So Regis had his respect for sure the entire night. Credit to Jack Catterall for his level of patience that he showed. Yeah, his timing was on point, man. Once he started getting his offense on track, the rest was history. Cornelius, my guy, what it do, family? He surprised me with that switch up. Like I said, I expected him to take a little more chances, right? Mix it up just a bit more. But if you look at it, that's Regis's game. Not saying Jack Catterall can't do it because we obviously seen him do it in the past. But why I'm giving him a lot of credit for the switch up, because it wouldn't have worked in his best favor. It would have been against his best interest to go in there and try to, somewhat slug it out or allow it to be a fight. He kept it a boxing match for the most part. In spots, it turned into a little mix up and it was physical at times, right? But for the most part, that's where Jack Catterall won at. He kept it a boxing match. I'm not saying Regis can't box, but we know what his game is and we know what his limitations is. If we just being honest, we know, pure boxers give him hell. And not saying that Jack Catterall is the best pure boxer out there, but he can box, he can bang, he can mix it up. He's a good fighter, but he was smart enough to take that inside play away from Regis and kind of, give him those exchanges that he was looking for, because I think that would have put him in a situation where he would have been the guy getting up off the canvas once or twice, right? Because he already got knocked down once. And I think he was very cautious and alert to what Regis had. You get what I'm saying? Older guy, but he played to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? Regis kept trying to close the gap. We all know he got those short arms, some little T-Rex arms, right? He was trying to close the gap and do his best job at getting in there and trying to make it a fight for Catterall. But, I think he was prepared for that initial burst, like that initial gather. Regis would come in there shuffling his feet, trying to, pump the jab a little bit, find his way in the inside. But Jack Catterall just keep taking him a couple steps back. And Regis would kind of like give up and let him off the hook. I'm like, man, he needed more pressure. And I think what you're seeing with Regis right now is what happened to a fighter after they've been around for a while, right? When you hit about 35, you just slow down. And that's just what it is with Regis, man. I'm just calling it what it is. He had a hell of a run. I think he missing the gear now. If you don't believe me, listen to what he said in the post fight. He think that 12 rounds is a little bit too much now. You get what I'm saying? That was surprising to hear, but that dude always in shape. You know what I'm saying? He work hard as hell, train hard as hell. He a dog. You know what I'm saying? But for him to speak about 12 rounds being too much for him, it's just a peek into where he's at, mentality wise. And I think how much longer he's going to be in the sport. Like, I think when you hear him speak about how 12 rounds is too much, obviously you know what's up. But overall, man, as far as the fight, I think he did it. He did a damn good job, bro. You could tell he was out there trying to win. He was hungry. He was committed. He was trying to execute a game plan. I think he fought a lot better than he did in his last couple outings. Some people said he got embarrassed. I don't really think so. I mean, so what? You get knocked down, you get knocked down. If you notice, Regis knockdowns really didn't come to when up until he got a little bit older, a little bit longer in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? Then he started getting knocked down. So all this stuff that people, they trashing Regis right now, and I ain't feeling it. So I'm going to make sure before it's all said and done that he get his just due over this way. Like I said, he just lost to the better man. Jack Catterall had a better game plan. He understood where Regis's weaknesses was, and just call it what it is. They ain't got the best feet in the world, and with that short ass reach, that ain't doing them no favors either. And then when you got Jack Catterall, pretty well-rounded boxer, just able to take those couple steps back to avoid, when Regis was trying to close the gap, and he stayed patient on that back foot, and he just picked his shots throughout the fight. It took him a while to get the fight going, I think, while he was trying to fill Regis out and see what he had. You get what I'm saying? I think he was giving up some rounds, and the fight was very competitive. You get what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he was able to, right the ship and kind of get things going in his favor. And, like I said, about midway to the fight, through the fight, it started to change just a bit. Seemed like Regis just, natural fatigue just started to slow down just a bit. And Jack Catterall, started to pick it up just a little bit. And, he kind of coasted to a unanimous decision. I mean, he got 2 legit knockdowns in the fight. Give him saying Regis did a hell of a job getting up both times and fighting back. He ain't had no quit in him. And I just don't think him getting knocked down is a testament of his chin being bad. I don't think it's a testament of, him just being washed up and none of that. I just think, he's past his prime. So if you want to call it washed up, call it what you want. But I mean, look, Jack Catterall was the better man. He fought a smart fight. He stayed composed. He weathered some storms. He even battled back from some adversity of his own. He got knocked down first, right? So he had to fight back. It wasn't no easy fight the way people try to make it seem, man. Regis is tough. He's a tough guy, man. And he's just a little long in the tooth now. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he long in the tooth, I don't think people understand how late this man picked up boxing. People don't have an idea. That's why when I say he overachieved, that's not me trying to be nice. That's not me just trying to give him his just due. I'm going to give it to him because he deserves it. But this man picked up boxing at like 17. Dude was working and all types of stuff at first. Dude done fought for free, all types of, you get what I'm saying? How many people pick up boxing at 17 and become a 2-time world champion? Miss me with that he trash shit. All right, if he passes prime, okay, this boxing. We know it. We know that window. That window is not a long one. You get what I'm saying? It's only a select few that truly had that longevity where they could extend their primes, farther than the average guy. But that's few and far in between. That's not a lot of fighters that's like that. It's not a lot. So what I'm saying is you just seen a guy that, world class. He went out there, he took a challenge, he took a tough guy in Jack Catterall that arguably could be undefeated if he ain't get robbed against Josh Taylor, right? So that's what I look at. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy he was getting in there with, a scrappy dude that don't know how to lose, really. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get even a fight that they said he lost. We all seen what happened. We know he didn't lose that fight. So I mean, he was the better man on the night. It's not overly surprising. I like the way Regis just went out there and fought, bro. You know what I'm saying? He tried to push the pace. He was making the fight the whole night. And then, like I said, about midway through the fight, Jack Catterall really started to, get his offense on track. And kind of, he just started to create that separation between him and Regis in the fight. So it was still competitive throughout. But Jack Catterall really had his moments, especially with those 2 knockdowns in the ninth. It was big, you know what I mean? Going no knockdowns. Yeah. He kept his head moving. Yeah, going, yeah. If he could have avoided them knockdowns, facts. Ricky Williams, my brother. How you feeling, Rick? Regis is tough. Yeah, there's some good shots he was taking. Boxing with 2-4. What's good with it, fam? Came from being so flat-footed, yeah. Low hand position and making it easy for straights to knock him down. Couldn't agree more. Crucial content in the building. Adrian was good with it. Dr. Boxing Talk, my guy. What's good, family? Synopsis, Regis had an issue with his feet and closing distance. Absolutely, I agree. Those was his biggest issues, Rick. I don't think Devin ruined him. I think the fight prior to Devin exposed Regis' weaknesses. Right, facts. We're going to talk about that, too. And Regis and Jack put on a great show. They did. The fight was definitely good. It was a good fight, man. And I agree. Ray Patterson, my brother, Melanin Queen. Peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Yeah, man. So I think you're exactly right. I think closing the distance, the feet, obviously. And, you need to be able to establish your jab more consistently. And he was very spotty with it, right? It was very spotty with it. He really just, for about I would say like the third fight in a row, he just couldn't get that jab on track the way he need to really set up that left hand. You know what I mean? But he did slip a few of them left hands in there. Like I say, he did get a knockdown. He fought well, man, at the end of the day. And this ain't about giving him no participation trophy because he don't need one. He really earned it in his own right. He made it to be a two-time world champion. Like I said, picking up boxing at 17 years old, a lot of people wouldn't even be able to make it there. So miss me with that. He trash. And, look, I make no excuses for him because he ain't make none. The better man won, for sure. For sure, no doubt. You know what I mean? TLK, both of them just. I mean, I definitely could see him beating both. But if KO, I don't believe in his power that much up there at 40. You know what I'm saying? But I think he definitely could beat them both. I mean, but Catterall has the ability to kind of make him look bad within the win. I think he got enough to beat him because I'm not overly impressed with Catterall. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. Do a lot of things really good, but he's very beatable from what I see, in my opinion. That's what I say. Like it's gonna be a style thing with Catterall. You put him in there with a certain style of fighter, I think they beat him because he liked to be cute. He liked to be cute, and like I said, if you got somebody that got better feet that really can close that gap, close the distance, and get close to him where he don't want you to be, you could do some work. Like a style like Gary Antoine, I think could be frustrating for him. Devin Haney won't be an easy fight for him. Like he can lose that fight, but he got some sneaky little power on him. He got some sneaky power, so. I mean, he picked his shots well. He definitely knew it. He knew it. He knew Regis. He respected Regis' power. He knew Regis was strong, and he felt it from that knockdown. He felt it. He knew it. He was like, yeah, I got to be smart. And kudos to him for having the wherewithal to fight the fight, the kind of fight that he needed to fight. He needed to be smart on the night, and he did. Picked his shots beautifully. He was very patient. His patience got him the win. He was patient and his poise. He stayed under control in those little bursts where Regis was, getting them little licks in there. So I like this composure and things like that. Like he gonna stick around, he gonna make good fights. But I do believe there are guys that could beat him. So before we get into that, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta just give credit to him. He won fair and square, no robberies. Like I said, it was very close. I think about midway, about seven rounds in, Jack Catterall started to create a little distance, a little separation between the two. Once he got the 2 knockdowns, that kind of sealed the deal, sealed Regis' fate. And it is what it is. I mean, you go out there, and that's what happened when you fighting amongst the best. You know what I mean? Regardless of what, the level of the top guys where I place Jack Catterall, he's still a top guy. And that's what Regis went in there and fought. So when you go in there and you fight top guys, you're going to take L's. When you 35, long in the tooth, picked up boxing at 17, had some tough scraps. You know what I mean? Losing is part of it. You know what I mean? It's possible for you to lose. So that's what happened. You just lost to the better man. Oh man, he messed my bet up though. So I think my brother, was it my brother? My cousin. I see my cousin and wow. He said the same thing. He hit on the ticket. He said he could hit on another one, but Regis messed it up. He knew not to bet on him. I say he should have hit me up before betting, but I know why he would bet with Regis, man. Salute to Regis, man. Hell of a career. If he don't decide to step back in there again, he had a hell of a career and he overachieved. Like I said, not too many guys that pick up boxing that late and can say they made it to be a 2-time world champion and made good money how he did. So, you know what I mean? that's what it's all about. He could retire, maybe not at the top of his game, but still retire with all his faculties, was, financially, comfortable, secure, and he can venture off into other stuff. But before we move on, we got to Crush the Legend. What's good with it, Crush? Watch it. Devin gets to fight. He gonna say Jack is a great fighter. You know how that go. We just fight with no complaints, no BS. I still rock with him. Yep, still, you got it easy to root for him, even in defeat, Rick. Even in defeat, you got to rock with a guy like Regis, man, because he going to give you what you ask for. He going to go out there and try. He ain't going to lay down. And he ain't going easy. He ain't go easy Saturday night. You know what I mean? He gave Jack Catterall a run for his money. You know what I mean? Jack Catterall even spoke about wanting to spar and share ideas with Regis after the fact. Like, that's respect right there. That's respect. But let's talk about this, man. So let's talk about it, man. Now that, I was kind of in my just do phase, I had to set the table, give guys they just do, man. Shout out to Regis. Shout out to Catterall. Like I said, no quitting, Regis. And we're going to get to some of them trash comments. But let's address what the young Devin Haney was talking about, man. So Devin the Dream Haney, Devin the American Dream Haney, in typical Hanos fashion, as he always do. When guys have fights, especially if it's somebody that he had a little back and forth with, maybe a fight with, whatever the case may be, he gets online and he gets doing a bunch of tweeting and tweeting. He's tweeting. He had Twitter fingers. He's burning Twitter up. But he was cooking Regis, man. He was cooking my guy. He was cooking Rougarou. Man, hey, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it today. You already know, Rick. Look, so look, man. I was looking at the tweets. I was like, damn, but buddy got a lot to say. He was going in. He was going in. You know what I mean? Look, and he was reposting, retweeting some of the fans' sentiments, and somebody said Jack Catterall when life and death was someone Devin Haney beat 120-107. True indeed. I mean, look, that's just a testament to what kind of fighter Regis is, and he's scrappy. You know what I mean? Jack Catterall is not quite the boxer that Devin Haney is, so to speak, in terms of just like sharpness and just staying on the outside behind the jab, right? So that fight, I always was going to play out more competitive, right? Jack Catterall take a little more chances. I think Devin Haney used the ring a little less as well. You know what I'm saying? Probably a lot less, but styles make fights, and he still was able to get the win. But I don't think that's a knock on Jack Catterall. I think Regis, Regis is a dog. You get what I'm saying? The best way to fight him is to try to keep him on the outside, box him, use your feet, things like that, and pick your shots, right? But like I said, Jack Catterall being who he is, he was mixing it up a little bit. He just was patient about it. He wasn't aggressive, right? He allowed Regis to be the aggressor. It was like a bull in a matador, and he just picked his shots. You know what I mean? He weathered some storms. He got knocked down, got back up, and got a couple knockdowns of his own. So he was fighting. He made it a fight. But in no way, shape, or form am I looking at Regis and thinking, yeah, Devin Haney really ruined him, because Devin Haney was talking like, I beat him worse than Catterall. Regis just bitter. I ruined Regis. Sometimes you change your mind. It happens. He was saying all this stuff. I changed my mind too. I got Catterall as well. Then he was like, he picked Regis. He said picking Regis this weekend. He was flip-flopping on his pick. So even he picked Regis. So miss me with all that shit. I don't care if you switched your mind. The fact that you was flip-flopping your pick lets me know that you thought something about Regis. You had to think something about Regis. The only thing I think that truly made you change your mind is the back and forth. You start thinking about how y'all go back and forth. Then you like, you know what? I'm with Pops. Never mind. I got Regis, man. I'm changing my mind. Like, and you entitled to do that. But what I am highlighting is there is something about Regis Prograis that made you want to pick him. Whether it's the fact that you felt like you beat him, so you wanted to kind of prop him up and say that he's good because you beat him, or what? Because if you ruined him, then why would you even think that he had a chance at beating Catterall? You get what I'm saying? Where people think Catterall is to beat you. Some people think Catterall will stop you. So, I mean, this whole notion that, he's ruined Regis, I think is BS. If we just want to be completely honest, I mean, Regis has some issues in the Zorilla fight. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Josh Taylor in a very close fight. He had some issues in the Zorilla fight as well. He had some shaky performances where he didn't look his best, where he's looking a little long in the tooth. That was before you got to him. Now, although he still was a champion when you got to him, his fight before he got to you, he didn't look too hot either. He didn't look too hot. So all it is, at the end of the day, you just got a guy at the right time. Your style is kryptonite to him. I could be honest as a boxing supporter, a boxing fan, and say that Devin Haney's style would always be difficult for Regis Prograis at any point in his career. Regis Prograis in his prime, it still would be a difficult style for him just because of the way Devin is disciplined in that regard to stand behind that jab, moving, keeping you on the outside, staying long, right? That's something that he do at a very high level. And you've seen it against Regis, but with Regis missing that extra gear that he once had, like the Josh Taylor that Regis, that the Regis Prograis that Josh Taylor fought, that guy had an extra gear about him that, respectfully to me, I think seemed to be missing in his last 3 fights or so. Like you've seen it. Even in the fight, if you pay attention to it, you pay attention to the fight that got him the title back. Who did he knock out? Who was that? Is it Peter he knocked out? Even that fight, you could see it. Like you could see some of those holes and those lapses. And that's just something that come over time with wear and tear. Guys slow down a bit. You know what I mean? Although he still had enough to get to Zepeda and get him out of there because Zepeda takes chances. So again, if you're somebody that's going to take chances and try to mix it up with Regis, you give him a very good chance to hurt you. You get what I'm saying? But if you're going to box him, if you're going to stay on your back foot, if you're going to stay patient, if you could weather some storms, if you could take a good shot, you got a really good chance of beating him respectfully. He's a good fighter, but he's limited. Man, he's an in-shape street fighter, and I mean that with all due respect. He's an in-shape street fighter that picked up boxing late as hell to do, was working in all types of shit, got into the game, started fighting for free, and somehow managed to be a 2-time world champion. Hey, man, he overachieved, but if Devin Haney ruled him, I think is foolish. You know what I'm saying, to say that. I think you just talking. I mean, shout out to my brother Ricky Williams. Appreciate you. Black Diamond TV, how you feeling, Queen? Zoom verse, my brother, how you feeling? To pay the platter that comes forward, right? Andrew Gray, what's good with it, family? And that's just what it is. So, he got certain styles that's going to give him issues. Jack Catterall boxed well enough to give him the kind of issues we seen Saturday night. Devin Haney boxed well enough, obviously, to give him the issues that we seen him have when they fought. And that's just what it is. Devin Haney's style would have always gave Regis Prograis issues. So when you beat him, it wasn't a matter of him being ruined or any of that. You know what I mean? He just ain't been looking his best. And sometimes that you start to lose back to back. If I think about it, what was that? I think that was his 3rd loss Saturday night. At no point in his career did he lose that back to back. So you get my point. You could clearly see that there's some slippage there, right? There's some slippage, obviously. He's 35 now. Picked up the game late. You get what I'm saying? You slowed down. So that's all that was. You just seen him lose to a better boxer. You know what I mean? A better man. And that's pretty much what he said. No excuses, no none of that. But I think Devin Haney, man, respectfully, you can feel how you want. J Boxing, what's good with it, fan? Blame me, always got something to say. Yeah, man. Look, I get it. I get it to a certain degree. Talk your ish, Devin. Talk your trash, bro. But I don't know. You was going in, bro. You were going in. Look, you like, yo, he don't have a chin. Bare knuckle fights aren't for him. He needs to become an amateur boxing coach, USA Boxing. And look, I get it. It's wartime. Y'all trading words. You talking crazy. You fresh off a fight where you got dropped 3 times and was getting punched all over the ring, bro. You arguably got dropped 5 times. And we all know that there's an argument on at least a number of different occasions, at least 2 at the bare minimum, where we could have said that fight should have gotten stopped. All I'm saying is it's not too long ago, April 20th, you found yourself, collecting yourself up off the canvas repeatedly after getting caught with left hooks over and over by Ryan Garcia. So all I'm saying is you want to be mindful with all that, he don't got a chin. I mean, look, Jack Catterall punches hard enough to be able to put you down. And the mistakes that Regis was making, there's no surprise that he got knocked down. You knocked him down because he made some of the same mistakes. slow feet, being out of position, hands being low. You know what I mean? Shuffling his feet in, like kind of tripping over his feet on the way in. Come on, man. It's the same shit. But for you to try to, I don't know, to say he ain't got no chin, I don't think that's it. And you might want to be mindful of that because you don't know what your chin is after fighting Ryan Garcia, bro. Respectfully, you don't know what your chin is. You know what I'm saying? This was Bill. My pick is Catterall this weekend. They was going back and forth about they picks. And somebody, man, I'm going to get to that comment in a second. Look, and you got your face looking like this. Guess pillows do hurt. I mean, look, he had a field day a little bit with Regis, man. He had a field day with Regis, man. He had his fun with Regis, man. But I don't know what was the deal with Regis. Like, y'all was fighting. I don't know, like he was taking out on Regis, but he was saying he don't got a chin and all this other stuff, man. You better be mindful, man, because you saying you ruined him. People feel like Ryan ruined you. So you got to be mindful of that. Like, talking shit. You know, I like it. It's entertainment, but you better be mindful of what you're saying. And the same, you know, just like I made an argument that I don't believe Devin getting dropped 3 times by Ryan means he don't got a chin. I think he just got hit with good shots. I think Regis just got hit with good shots. I don't think it's a lack of chin. And as far as the pillow hands, I like the fact that Regis kept it real and say he can punch a little bit. You know what I mean? I never called Devin pillow hands. I always thought that was BS too. You get stung enough with them pillows, it's gonna mark your face up just like you see with Regis. So I don't think Devin is chinny. I don't think he's pillow fisted per se. He's just not a puncher. And as far as his chin, he got tested by a real puncher and Ryan Garcia, a big guy, and you add Osterine in the mix. And you got yourself what it is. But Osterine or not, Ryan Garcia can punch. So getting dropped by Ryan is not a, indictment on your chin, so to speak. I don't think that means your chin is bad, right? Ryan is a real puncher, and that left hook is money, especially when it lands flush on the button. So I don't know. I think I was just a little surprised, just a little bit. You know what I mean? That he took this kind of approach. Like, I was like, damn, what Regis do to you? You mad at Regis right now. You just going in on him. That you ruined him. And it's funny because it's at a time where you going through it right now, bro. You trying to, win the people back. You got to get back in the ring, bro, to make sure you not ruined. You know what I'm saying? Which I believe you not. I think you could bounce back. But the fact of the matter is, he's long in the tooth. He had a very good career, very successful. He made it to be a 2-time champion after picking up the sport that late. He overachieved, bro. He ain't trash. He just got beat by better fighters, because if he trash and he's so ruined, then what kind of credit can we give you for beating him, right? You know what I mean? That was one of your more meaningful wins, your more significant wins on your resume, because you took the title from him. So I think fighters as a whole do themselves a disservice when you trash the opponent that you fought. Because it's like saying, basically, if he trashed, should we give you credit for beating this trash guy? He's ruined. I ruined him. And I know that sound good. You would like to think that you ruined him, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. You don't got the kind of style that ruin fighters. Let me take this shit off the screen when I say this, because I mean this when I say it, and I don't mean it in no funny way at all. Devin Haney, you do not have the kind of style that ruins fighters and careers, in my opinion. Yeah, I think you can embarrass somebody. I think you can somebody boxing lesson and take them to school, and you did it flawlessly. That fight against Regis that you had was the closest thing to a flawless victory you can get. I mean, that's like flawless victory written all over it. But let's not make no mistake, man. You just don't have the kind of style that ruins careers. Respectfully, you'll box somebody's head off. Yeah, you can do that. You world class and you up the elite, whether people want to give you that or not. I'm gonna give it to you because I think you earned it. But nah, respectfully, you don't ruin careers. Regis was what he was. He wasn't anything less of what he was when he got in there with you. I don't think so. I just think at the end of the day, Jack Catterall fights a bit differently than you. He don't use his legs and his feet as much or in the way that you do. He don't utilize the ring in the way that you do. And he don't fight just predominantly behind the jab with right hands like you do. He's just different. So you seen a different fight. But like I said, all that you ruined him, I think that's BS. I think you just, I don't know, maybe you feeling yourself. Maybe you trying to, I don't know. You got to get a win somewhere. Maybe if you feel like you can talk crazy about Regis and make you feel better about, but you still got to get back in the ring, and I'm rooting for you, but you better be mindful of the energy that you put out, because you clowning him about a loss. He went there and fought another top fighter. Now, I mean, he got handled by you. He got beat up by you. Arguably, Jack Catterall should be undefeated and a champion. He fought that guy, if you really want to be honest. There's no shame in getting beat up by Jack Catterall. I'm sorry, it's not. That's the guy that beat up Josh Taylor, and we all know it. He should have been able to call himself a champion. So, nah, man, look, that's what happened. He fought him coming off a 12 zip to you. He goes in there and fights Catterall in the UK. He fights him over there. Man, respect to Regis Prograis, man. Put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect. Don't give me no shit about him ducking nobody. He ain't never ducked nobody. He took all the fights. Ain't shy away from no competition. And he get his ass beat. He get his ass beat. You get what I'm saying? Gave Josh Taylor all he can handle. I went back and rescored that fight. I seen it slightly in Regis' favor, but I wouldn't argue with nobody that said Taylor beat him. But man, that is just what it is. You know what I mean? Back-to-back losses tell me that he slowed down. It's slippage there. You know what I mean? That wear and tear is real. Father time is real. And you know when you start approaching, you hitting them the mid-30s, you know what time it is. With his style, if he's slowing down with him being an in-shape street fighter, and I mean that respectfully, you get what I'm saying? With that style already being limited, if you're slowing down a little bit because of you done had some fights, you done been around for a while, bro, you're gonna lose. You getting in there with boxers. This ain't no when we gonna cut the shit. We ain't slighting them. We know that with the style that Regis Prograis got, is some limitations there. And getting there with a Devin Haney, I said it. He the kind of guy that could exploit all of them weaknesses and make it look bad. And he was able to do it even more impressively than what I thought. Credit to Devin Haney. Kudos to him. Jack Catterall, like I said, different fighter, different style, different approach. The fight was going to be a lot more competitive. But, man, put some respect on that man's name, man. He give dudes a good fight. Devin Haney, credit to you. You embarrassed him because you had the formula. You had a perfect game plan, and you executed. Your application to that fight was flawless. Flawless. You get what I'm saying? But miss me with that, man. Regis going to get his just due over here. You got to respect that dude, man. Got to. Beat the odds, not duck and smoke. Fought a world-class fighter. Lost every single round to Devin Haney. Turned around and said, hey, man, I'll fight Jack Catterall too. Come on, man. I respect him for it. So even in defeat, it is what it is. I mean, losses happen when you're getting in there with the best. But, man, whatever's next for Regis is going to be next for him. It sounds like he might be ready to retire. He spoke about 12 rounds being too much. Like I said, mentioned a little earlier in the show. That's telling you something. If there's some slowing down there. Like if a guy felt like 12 rounds, you've been fighting 12 rounds quite some time, bro. So the fact that it's too much for you now, it tells me where you're at physically from a physical standpoint. And if you are less than what you were at in your prime, and even at your prime, it had limitations where Devin Haney's other world could still make you look bad, right? Now you have less of that. So where do you think? And he was still able to put up that kind of effort. Man, I give him a lot of credit, man. I tip my hat to him. I get a man a lot of credit, man. LaMarcus, what's good with it? JJ, what's good with it? D Freak, what's good, family? Let's talk fashion, my guy. Remo, what's good, bro? How you feeling? So that's where I'm at, man. I look, man. Devin Haney, shout out to you. You handled him impressively, but you didn't ruin him. Regis was already slowing down. We seen it in the last 2 to 3 fights, even in the title fight where he won the title for the second time. He's not a trash fighter. He's just a limited fighter. You know what I'm saying? He was never the most polished boxer in the world, and none of that. You just knew that he was tough, he was hungry, he was rugged, and he'd mix it up, and he could fight. And whenever he closed the distance and got his shots off, he could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? More times than not, he was knocking you the hell out. So kudos to him. I tip my hat to him. I wonder where he's going to end up next. He did say something about some bare knuckle. He did mention that. I know Devin Haney was having a field day. He was posting stuff.
And there's the desperation from Regis Prograis. That's how much he wants it.
My boy was getting desperate. Your dad was posting that. He said he called Regis a joke. And this is the point where he was talking about in terms of when he was saying what's next, Devin Haney say he don't got the chin for bare knuckle. I wouldn't say that, man. And like I said, man, I can't wait to see when his chin get tested. He better hope his chin's still intact after, getting his bell rung multiple times by Ryan. But this is what Regis had to say after the fight.
Listen, Jack was just better. That's all. Jack was the better man. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like he was the better man. He deserves a world title fight. I mean, I think, to be honest, I fought the best of them so far. I think Jack is probably the top I fought. So he definitely deserves the world title next. Give this man a round of applause. Hope Eddie Hearn, Sam Jones do the right thing. Give him a world title. He definitely deserves it. Just like he said, I had my time in the sun, and it's time to turn over him. Good job, Jack. And you was fucking really good, bro. Really, I fought the best of them. You was the best so far, And I'll give you tips. I'll talk to you about things later. Yeah.
That's certainly a serious compliment.
Man, you got, look, gracious in defeat, man. He took that L like a champion. Gave that man his credit for being the best that he fought. Say, hey, look, man, I've been in there with some of the top guys, man. You the best. Man, kudos to him. It is what it is, man. He had his time in the sun. And this is why another reason why I appreciate this dude. He know where he at in his career. He like, look, bro, like it's cool. I had it. Look, I had my time. I made it to be a 2-time world champion. Most people don't even sniff a world title, let alone do it twice after picking up boxing at the age of 17. He overachieved, bro. Overachieved. And I'm going to always rock with him. Easy dude to root for. Always gave you exciting fights, even in defeat. Fight was entertaining Saturday. The most lopsided defeat he had, obviously, was Devin Haney. Devin Haney put belt to his ass in that fight. He put belt to his ass in that fight. But he showed you the kind of fighter he is. Got back in there. Fought another top guy that could arguably easily be undefeated because we all watched him beat up Josh Taylor, drop him, and outbox him every single round except for one. So that was the caliber of fighter that he was fighting. There's no shame in losing to the top guys in the sport, especially when you've proven it through the years to be a top guy for years yourself. Shout out to Regis, man. Hell of a fighter, a dog, man. Lisa Smith, peace to the queen. How you feeling? Like Jay Graham, what's good with it? How you feeling? Al Booger, what's good, family? Thrill Hill in the building. Jack the best. Yeah, he said Jack the best, man. He said Jack one of the best. I know people wanted they probably wanted him to say Devin Haney, but I don't know. Styles make fights, and again, Devin Haney was razor sharp that fight. It was flawless, bro. So whether or not you want to argue about who beat him more, I mean, it don't really matter to me. I just felt like it was a style thing. And it will always be that. But as far as if he was ruined, nah, he wasn't ruined. He already was slowing down. We had evidence of that, of him slowing down his last 2 to 3 fights, even before he got to Devin Haney. Devin Haney just, exploited every single weakness, and that's just what it was. He was spot on. He couldn't miss. Couldn't miss when they fought, man. He was kicking Regis' ass. It's just what it is. Regis was ready to get stopped. He was going for it, Roger. He had no quitting him, man. I love Regis, man. Shout out to you. I love Regis. Nick Ballin, what it do, my guy? I love Regis, man. Shout out to him. But Jack Catterall was on this shit. Look, he's still a heated moment. Emotions is flowing, man. He said what he said. He said he was the best. Maybe he felt like that for different reasons, right? You know what I'm saying? He definitely looked like he was in phenomenal shape for this fight. He looked ready. He looked ready to go. He just lost to a better man. Jack Catterall was very patient. And like I said, that he knew to take a step back whenever Regis tried to close that gap. And he took that inside play away from Regis. And that's where he make his bones at. That's where Regis get them knockouts. When he closed the gap, get in your chest and make the fight physical and make it a fight. And credit to Jack Catterall for keeping it a boxing match for as long as he did. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he was able to pull it off. Regis, his game ain't boxing. He know it. He know it himself. He said, yeah, that's the thing. Y'all be coming in here trying to box. I'll be coming in here trying to fight. And that's the thing. When you get in there with a guy that can box better than you can fight, you going to have a problem, right? So that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? Humble Dragon, what it do? Regis was like Linguini. Yeah, he was he got touched, man. He got touched up, man. Jack Catterall, he put something on my guy, man. He put something on my guy, Regis, man. Put something on Rougarou. But like I said, man, it was a good fight. It was fun. It was fun to watch. just got to see what's next. Alan was good with it, fam. Got to see what's next for him. He talking bare knuckles. Like I said, he said he had his time in the sun. I believe him. He ready to do something else. You know what I mean? When you saying stuff like this, I've had my time in the sun. Now it's time for the young ones. You know what I mean? You're going to do something else and let the young guys take over. And he talked about bare knuckle. I mean, look, that's what he want to do. Shit. He a fighter anyway. He might fit right in. But, you know, whatever he do, I'm pretty sure he'll find some success in it. Shit, Austin Trout turned to bare knuckle. And he's a two-sport champion. So he's a champion right now currently. You know what I mean? So that, you know, credit to him, man. Maybe he could pull it off and do some damage in bare knuckle, but we'll see. But overall, I just had to get that man his just due. He ain't no trash. You don't make it to be a two-time world champion at 140 and be trash. Like in any division and be trash, in my opinion. So I think that's just a misrepresentation of the guy Regis is. He just lost the better guys. Josh Taylor was the better man slightly on the night. He edged him out. You know, Devin Haney walked away with it. It was his night all night from start to finish. And you seen him give his last, you know, what he had left with Catterall. That's all he had left, bro. He gave you what he had. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, man. If I don't see Regis box again, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? If he come back, it is what it is. But I think he knows his time to just say, you know, let the young ones do it. Like you said, you saying 12 rounds is a bit much for you now. So that tells me everything I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Saying 12 rounds is too much for you. You don't need to compete no more at world level. That's what that is. Think about it. 12 rounds is only in title fights. You get what I'm trying to say? So you ain't ready to compete at that level no more. So you probably should walk away gracefully. Regis and Taylor ain't been the same since they seen each other. True. I think they took pieces of each other from each other for sure, because that was a true war. And that was the first time somebody was able to match Regis physically and push him around. You know what I'm saying? That's what got Josh Taylor that win. I remember that fight. You know what I'm saying? He was very physical. He was catching Regis with some stuff in the inside. Josh Taylor was on the top of his game. He was a pretty nasty inside fighter, but he don't look the same. So ever since then, and he won all the belts. It looked like he over-celebrated, took his eye off the ball. He just ain't been looking like world level. Jack Catterall been having some decent performances since then, but nothing super crazy. Like he, you know, good performance Saturday. Don't get me wrong, but he's beatable is what I see. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, he got a style because he's patient, could box, and he got some sneaky power. He can make things interesting. You know what I'm saying? Right, man. Right. He carries him every time, man. It's win, lose, or draw. That's just Regis took it. He took his loss like he took his wins, bro. Gave the man his credit and moved on. And I think what's next now, you know, what's next, man? What's next? Now you got some motion, man. You got a little bit of motion. You got Devin Haney over here tagging Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall said, "Big respect, champ. Ready when you are." And Devin Haney told him, "Be careful what you ask for." And then he tagged, you know, Turkey Alex Sheik, said only one person can make the fight with Jack Catterall, and that's Turkey. So Devin Haney threw his name in the hat with Jack Catterall. Look, what I like about this is I like the fact that, you know, I hate to see Regis go down, but it's boxing. It happens. It happens to the best of them. But at the same time, it creates new opportunities, new fights. So now Jack Catterall, I mean, he's been around for a little minute proving himself. So, I mean, look, the Devin Haney fight would be impressive. I would like it. I would watch it. They talking about going to the UK. You know, Devin Haney seemed like he on board. I know it's just, you know, verbal agreeing right now, but I don't see why that fight can't happen. I'm not against seeing it. Yeah, he know it. He know at least he know it's time. Kevin would have do my guy. He know it's time, and it's all good. He gave it a hell of a run. You snatched up a title twice. You know how many people lose that title and don't get to see it and don't come close to sniffing it again? He managed to grab it again, and he did it the right way. So I respect it, man. I respect it. El Verano was good with it. Dude, Jack got a belt? Nah, I don't think that fight was for no belt. I don't think no belt was on the line with that fight. I don't think so. Nah, he deserve a title shot. I wouldn't be against him seeing him get a title shot because he should be undefeated and he should have been a champion when he beat up Josh Taylor, but we see how that went. So we can't rewind. We can only go forward. So now, I mean, look, he in position to make fights. 140 is hot. You got another player in Jack Catterall. You got one down, one up. So Regis might be out of the mix. Shout out to him. Hell of a career. Like I said, he overachieved. Fire frequency was good, bro. So I don't know. I want to see what's next. I want to see what's gonna come out of this. I want to see if Devin Haney is actually gonna get himself in the mix. I think the good thing for him is, despite what happened with him and Ryan, he still has opportunities. People are still interested in fighting him. You see Jack Catterall like, hey man, I'm ready when you are. That's good because it's another fight. It's one that I wasn't thinking about, but hey, I'm not against it. I think Jack Catterall will answer some questions. I think he'll make Devin have to answer some of the questions that we got about him. He got sneaky power. He could box. He patient. But I do think he's beatable. I do think Devin Haney can beat him. I think that's a pretty somewhat even fight, but I lean towards Devin Haney. If he return to form, I definitely think he could beat a guy like Catterall. I really do. Yeah, that's all it is. Dante, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Regis is definitely just past his prime, bro. That's all it is. Just past his prime. And it's just time for him to, probably just hang him on up, and it's all good. But in the meantime, now you got a guy like Jack Catterall still in the mix, but looking very beatable, y'all. Looking very beatable. And I know styles make fights. I love to see him and Devin Haney mix it up. Like I said, I just want to see the dude get back in the ring sooner than later. I doubt if it'll be this year, but shit, the beginning of the year, shit, why not? Why can't they make a fight happen? I mean, especially if they both sounded like that's what they'll do. The Parrow situation fell by the wayside, and Hitchens got that now. So Devin Haney do need a dance partner, and he needs somebody that he can get back in the ring with. That's gonna make sense for him. That's gonna be worth his while. You know what I'm saying? And Catterall is right there. He right there hovering amongst the top. He seemed like he a fighter so away from a title. Why not fight him? I'll watch it. I damn sure watch it. All right, 170. Said, of course he could wait coming in at 170. Big Supreme, what it do, my guy? He said, ran in the Regis feet, and he said he wanted to go in a different direction than Regis. What it do, Big Supreme? Yeah, man. Coming in that heavy, definitely. I mean, shit, it is what it is, but I don't know. What weight will he come back at is the question, right? You don't know. Like I say, he took his shots at Regis throughout the fight, and he threw his name in a hat with Jack. I'm not against it. It's a good fight. It's a winnable fight for Devin Haney, especially if he can get back to what he typically is, what he normally is. If he can get back to self, if he ain't got no nasty layover effects from the Ryan fight, if he can return to form, everything is where it need to be, he good. But I'm assuming if he's talking about 140 fights, he's going to come back at 140. But, I was just listening a little while ago just to a little bit of Blair Cobb, and Bill Haney was talking on the Boxing Voice. So I'm going to play some of it to let y'all hear what they was discussing over there, because, see, that's a 147-pound fight. So are you really going to entertain that? Because you was talking to Blair for a minute. So the good thing for Devin Haney, despite how bad the Ryan situation turned out for him, he has options. And it seems like not only do we got options at the weight class where he's currently campaigning at 140, seemed like he got people like Blair Cobb willing to want to fight at 47. So that's good for him. That's good for him, seeing him come off a situation and people still want to fight him. So it ain't completely over for him, but it's interesting because he feels like the only person that can make the fight with him and Catterall is Turkey Al-Sheikh. He might be right. That might be the direction he turns. So we'll just have to wait and see, what comes out of it. I know Jack Catterall also mentioned Teofimo. And look, I don't know about y'all, but I would be very much interested in this fight. I would be very interested in seeing them fight.
We have Liam Paro fighting Richardson Hitchens December 7th in Puerto Rico. The winner of that fight, we want to put that straight forward to them to fight Jack Catterall next. For me, this WBO belt, he should be number 1 with the WBO. I would love to bring Teofimo Lopez to Manchester as well and give him a good ass kicking.
And you know that's Eddie for you. That's Eddie talking like a good old promoter in the moment, talking about your love to bring Tio over there for a good ass kicking. Look, that's another good fight. Like I said, 140 got a more than enough talent to make good fights. But this is also something that Eddie Hearns.
It is unlikely for Teofimo to come to the UK, in my opinion. I mean, he's still blaming me for his George Kambosos defeat when we promoted the show at Madison Square Garden. So, I mean, if it went 12 rounds, I'd actually leave the arena before the scores were read out, if they fought. So, but I don't know what he's going to do. You know, he's obviously got that legal dispute with Top Rank. Is he going to move to 147? If he does, it could open up a vacant shot as well. But obviously, with having those 2 fighters fighting for the IBF on December 7th, that's a clearer shot, I think.
Man, so there you heard him speak. So notice, like, he say one thing in the ring, he'd love to bring him over. He ain't say nothing wrong. He'd love to bring him over, but then he also turn around and tell you he don't think that he'll come over to the UK to fight Jack Catterall. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Based on how Teofimo been moving, I'm not too sure that that's a move he'd want to make. He can't beat Tio though. Savian Connor was good, fam. I don't know. You just gotta see the fights. I think Africa has a really good chance to beat Power. Me too. I'm going with Africa. Big Supreme. I think Africa about to show out. I think he about to show people that he one of them ones at 140. But so look, that's another good fight. But again, like he said, he don't think Tio gonna want to come over there. The way he been moving, that's a challenging fight. The way I just seen Jack Catterall be back foot dominant and win a fight and pick his shots. Stylistically, he'd be a headache for Tio. Tio probably, that's still a fight that he could win, but it's also one that he could look bad while winning too, and possibly lose. That dude can make him look bad. I seen the way Jack Catterall fight. He showed me that he don't have to be on the front foot and taking as many chances if he don't want to. He could sit back, be patient, pick his shots, and he pick them well. So I think stylistically, he'd be a headache. Tio don't want to fight that dude. I don't think Tio want to even be bothered with him. I mean, Tio don't even mention guys like Jack Catterall. He barely mentioned the people in his weight class, so I don't see it. But Mike Brown, what it do, my guy? I definitely say nothing about Tank. He about to fight a C-level fighter. He might as well not say nothing. I think he did. Did he? Nah, he did. He did. Ace. He reposted like, the fact that they fighting. He reposted it and he laughed at it. And remember, Tank was like, keep laughing. He was like, yo, I know your jaw or your face hate to see a left hook coming, something like that. So he took a little shot. The Eddie Hearns villain origin story. So he took a little shot. Broly was good. Richards and Hitchens is stopping Subaru Matias. Hitchens fighting Paro. And I don't think that's going to be a stoppage. I think that's going to go to the cards, but I think he's going to win. My bad, y'all. Next thing, probably you want to see Devin Haney fight Tio next before Haney avenges loss against Ryan. To be honest with you, I think if he was to jump right back in there with Ryan, I think that could be a bad move for him. I don't think that will go well for him. I think he definitely need a get back fight. I think a guy like Jack Catterall is a good fight for him to try to get back on the right side of winning. You know what I'm saying? Get back, get his legs back under him. It's a worthy challenge. It's a risky fight, but it's really one that I think he could win. You get me? So I don't think the Ryan thing, it makes sense right now to go right back into it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think so. You know what I mean? But like I said, Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice, and I'm going to go to that. I'm going to play some of that if I could. He was talking to Blair, so he doing a lot of talking. So I don't know everything he was saying up there. No evidence was good. What he should just fight Montana Love. A1 Hoops on my guy. What's good with it? How you feeling, Brody? How you making out over there? What is this? Hold on, what is this?
Next shot in Webuildboxing as he rips up the script. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again.
Oh yeah, you a fool. When Eddie Hearn tried to hug what's his name? Platt Boy Plays. What it do, my guy? How you feeling? All things. What it do, family? How you feeling, bro? What's good with it? Yeah, but again, man, Haney got some options, man. He plays cards right. He could get right back in the mix. I think the Ryan thing, he might not want to revisit that immediately right away. I mean, who am I? But I would think as long as they got some type of legal situation going on, and as long as Ryan being suspended, I think that fight is at least dead. And I think he's going to want to come back before, say, April or something, when Ryan will be, eligible to come back or whatever the case. So I'm thinking Devin Haney going to want to fight before that. And he got some options. Do you want to take your talents to 47? Do you want to take your talents to 47 and fight a guy like Blair Cobb that your pops was just talking to that I'm about to play in a minute? Would you want to do that? But it seems like he's entertaining fights at 140, which I don't have a problem with, because him and Para would have been a great fight if it could happen. Him and Catterall is the kind of fight that he need, like, to get back. That's somebody that people respect. He just beat Regis. I got a common opponent. You see how well he did against Josh Taylor? It's a good fight, man. He said Blair was styling on him in that sparring. You know how he is. You know how Blair be on it, man. Blair was having fun. Wasn't he? PJ's big dog was good with it, my guy. How you feeling, bro? Bill Haney was speaking his truth. Just he was up there talking. He was up there talking to Blair Cobbs. He was talking to Punch Drunk. He was talking to a few people, man. Bill, listen, Bill be making his rounds, man. I gotta give it to the guy. He be making his rounds. Let me see if I can go to some of it. Him and Blair was chopping it up. Hector, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Good. Bill and Blair up here. Hold on.
Love he got, but shout out to him, bro. Shout out to you too, Bill. You know, you and your son are to admire, man. Have a good one, fellas.
Hold on, let me see where Blair come in at. Get Blair up here. Blair the Flair. Man, this dude is a damn comedy. All right, let's listen to some of this, y'all. So Blair sounded Don King. I don't think Blair fights any notable.
He's a distraction and a rope.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to some of this, y'all, because it ties into the show. Like, it's on Devin Haney right now. He feels like he ruined Regis. I don't agree with that. He put belt the ass, but Regis was already slowing down, like I said. So Regis is long in the tooth, and stylistically, Devin was gonna always be a headache, especially with him missing the gear. That fight played out just how it would play out with a guy like with Regis' style, with his limitations, and with the fact that he ain't in his physical prime. That fight was always gonna be tough for him. So it played out how it played out. He took the loss to Catterall, sound like he ready to retire. Now we fast forward to today. You got Haney talking about, Turkey Al-Sheikh could make the fight with him and Catterall, telling Catterall to be careful what you wish for. So it sounded like he entertaining that fight. But like I said, Bill Haney was up here talking to Blair Cobbs. He was talking to Punch Drunk. He's doing a lot of talking. It's official. Oh, yeah. I figured, man. I figured boxing's better with Bill in these YouTube streets. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie, PGH. It's funny because Bill's a funny dude, and he give you his time. So he don't bother me. I see it as what it's supposed to be, entertainment, bro. Really did the same thing to Regis before Devin. Yeah, right. And he shows signs of slowing down just a little bit in a fight or two before that. I mean, even when he won the title, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It happens, but let the younger guys do it. Jack Catterall's fresh enough. Devin is fresh enough. He need a good dance partner. He need a bounce back fight. Is it going to be Catterall? Is it going to be somebody at 47? I doubt 47 is the move, though. But let's listen to something what Bill was saying. Shout out to the Boxing Voice for the work they had. Bill and Punch Truck up here. Let's listen to them.
Blocks are going to drive over him real quick, and then get back to your business. And I appreciate you, man, for letting us see what be going on. You know, I got some personal friends that get to see some inside stuff, and people be acting like just because somebody said on the internet that these things can just magically happen out the blue. You know what I mean? So thank you for, peeling it back a little bit and keeping Devin, like Devin is an old school fighter. Devin is on the trajectory like the Canelo.
I'm busy with it, my guy.
Trajectory to just keep getting better and to have 50-some fights. He's looking like that. You know, so keep doing what you're doing, keep building them, keep working them. Don't let them sit on the sideline and for whole years like they've been doing to these fighters, man. They killing these guys, man. These dudes, they say they're making a lot of money, but you're only fighting one time, so you're not really making as much money. You know what I mean? So thank you for keeping them active.
Good with our business.
To let everything work out for Devin. I got faith in them. You know, I got close friends that I thought Shakur would be a real fight for him, but just keep them going, man. Don't listen to these dudes. Don't let these dudes distract you. And I want you to run over this dude right here. He's a hater. He just jumped from guy to guy. He hates on my guy. He got his boy Teo running around calling black fighters monkeys, and he ain't stepping up to the plate and calling his guy racist. So I just want him to know that if Teo is ever seen by anybody within, man, somebody gonna punch Teo dead in his face, and guys like Punch Drunk are gonna be held personally responsible because you're his cheerleader and you don't hold them boys fire to the flame. So Bill, go on and run over this dude. Keep Devin on track.
Tell you what's good with the family. Kyle Cooler, blessings, brother.
Out, get him back in the ring, and keep moving towards big fights. You ain't Bladder Flair's begging for a fight in a division you ain't even in. Focus on the division you in. Do what you do. It's a lot of love.
Y'all gonna run up on Teo. Teo gonna knock one of you niggas out.
I got Punch live with you, Bill.
All right, this is Punch Drunk up on the Boxing Voice, y'all. Just so we all know, this is him and Bill Haney chopping it up. Like I said, I seen Blair peek his head out the bushes too and came up here. He was trolling, saying I'm gonna make a banana smoothie. Yeah. I don't really rock with the energy. I ain't gonna lie, Tay. When I heard one of his rebuttals to it, and he was downplaying it and talking about, well, if it make you mad or something, won't somebody just fight him in the ring and shut him up? And that's just trying to downplay it. You're not holding him accountable, man. He mad disrespectful. And before Teo punched somebody in their face and knocked them out, I definitely see somebody definitely trying him before he do that. He been putting out some weird energy, so. And doubling and tripling down, not doing himself no favors.
So, Punch, I guess you need no introduction as Stonebone, introduced you, but you were telling me in the background that you believe Bill is flat out lying. So please, give us your reasons.
Well, I don't know if everybody know me, so I got to introduce myself. Punch Von Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Now, what's good to Two-Tone? What's good, Ness? What's good, William Haney? What's good, my brother Bill? What I'm saying is, of course, there's going to be things behind the scenes.
This man came on with a crazy introduction, didn't he, y'all?
Things that Bill Haney may do something. I mean, he's doing business in, behind the scenes. It's his business. But from the surface, we ain't never heard no Turkey Alashiki ever mention Teofimo Lopez's name. Never mention a matchup. And we know how Turkey Alashiki is very outspoken to the fights, the high-profile fights that he wants to see. He always mentions it, even if he needs to mention Virgil Ortiz and Bud Crawford next. Never mentioned Teofimo Lopez, never acknowledged Teofimo Lopez. Now, he said that Teofimo Lopez said he wasn't ready. But wow, Teofimo Lopez was.
And real quick, just to stop him, you can't say he didn't acknowledge him if they had a fight for him and Devin Haney up on the table and he said he was going in another direction. Y'all can't keep doing this. Like, you might love Teo, you can love him all you want. I don't really rock with him right now. His energy off. So you can rock with him all you want. I don't hate the kid. He's a good fighter, but he's silly, he's foolish, and like from what I heard directly, and it already been put out there that Turkey Alashik had an opportunity on the table for him to fight Devin Haney. He said he was going in another direction. as he been doing with the Top Rank situations. And this is exactly why he on the sideline.
Training camp with Canelo Alvarez, weighing 150 pounds. I mean, you got it. He's more ready than ever.
Boxing Hacker was good,
fam. Bill Haney was in the podcast. It is what it is, and it was asking.
It might not be a bad dude, but he seemed like an enabler, man. You know, if I got the kind of relationship like that with a boxer where I'm texting him and calling him, and he said something like that, I definitely put him on the game. Like, that's really being a friend, not justifying or downplaying and acting like it shouldn't matter and just fight him. Don't worry about what he say, just fight him. Nah, he wilding. That's why he moving the way he moving, because you got people that vouch for him and they enable the energy and the behavior. That's why, you know, he in the situation he in. Yeah, Turkey is interesting. I ain't heard Turkey speak about Tio.
When is Devin Haney getting back in the ring? Bill Haney was saying until he handled the situation with Ryan Garcia, we're not thinking about getting back in the ring. So how are you preparing even to fight in October, where you did have an opportunity to fight Sandor Martin and keep your belt, meaning y'all wasn't trying to be active this year? Y'all would have kept y'all belt. Y'all would have fought Sandor Martin. And if it wasn't for the purse bid, y'all still could have worked something out with Turki Al-Ashiki because he got the bread and he's working with Top Rank. So forget about the purse bid. Y'all could have negotiated a deal. Y'all wasn't planning to get in the ring. Y'all wasn't planning to finish off the year in the ring. And y'all know that. That's why they put you on champion recess right away. And Teofimo Lopez never got a contract for no Devin Haney for the next year after a tune-up for the next year. Like, what do you mean he's not ready? When y'all was supposed to fight?
You said he's
2025 summer.
So you said that, are you saying, Punch, that Teofimo Lopez never got an offer from Top Rank or Turki Al-Ashik for Devin Haney?
Never got a contract from Top Rank and Turki Al-Ashik. Teofimo Lopez never got a contract to fight Devin Haney, and that was my video.
Okay, Punch, let me ask you those words. Okay, so Punch Drunk, let me ask you once again: did Teofimo Lopez get an offer from Turki Al-Ashik and Top Rank to fight Devin Haney?
Yes, he did.
What offer? Verbal offer? Like what? Like
no? I'm
saying no.
Yes,
he never got a contract, no term sheet, no nothing.
I'm asking. Okay. No. Okay. No. So let me ask you one more question again. Did Teofimo Lopez receive an offer from Turki Al-Ashik and Top Rank for a fight between Devin Haney and him, Teofimo Lopez?
I'm gonna say it again. He did not receive a contract, a term sheet.
I hate this when they do this. My life like a movie. Was good, my guy. How you feeling, bro?
That's something I don't know. But what I know is he never received a contract, term sheet to redline or anything of that nature.
Okay. So I'm telling you, he received an offer from Turki Al-Ashik and Top Rank, right, to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney received the same offer from Turki Al-Ashik and Top Rank, and he did not accept
like
the
Kirkland,
offer.
my brother, what's going on? How you feeling?
To term sheet, to go to red line, to go to formal contract. But
so I'm right then.
So I spoke to Top Rank last week. There's an offer still on the table for a fight between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez right now. They can do it right now. We don't have to wait a minute. We don't have to do Jack Catterall. We can do Teofimo Lopez.
Okay, so you just said that it doesn't have to be, it didn't get to the term sheet or no contract. You said there's an offer on the table. What's on the table, Bill?
An offer to fight Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. What Top Rank will pay their side of the fight, Devin Haney will be paid from the Matchroom Turki Al-Ashik side. That's it. We don't know what Teofimo Lopez is being paid because Turki Al-Ashik is negotiating with Top Rank on the behalf of Teofimo Lopez. He's not negotiating. Only thing that Teofimo Lopez is getting Is the word back from Top Rank what Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying?
So Nez, remember when I said it was just talk? Was I right about that? When I text you, it's just talk?
I mean, if you call me and you say there's an offer, I have to say I'm interested to have that build.
Using my words, that build. You hear?
Why is it just talk?
Because they don't want to do anything else. Because that's what it is. They don't want to do anything else.
Bill, come on, man. Let me get a shot here, Punch, because I've asked you a question off air that you didn't answer. So I got two, right? If you're confirming that it's talks, why do you think it didn't go from? Because you're saying it's just talk. So you're saying someone called Tio and said, "Yo, you can fight Devin if you want." Why didn't it get to term sheets and red lines and emails? Someone had to say we busy or we don't want it. Like, why didn't it grow from there? Second question that I got, the same question I've been asking you is.
But let me answer that one.
No, I know. But I just want to give you two so I can step back. Why? Answer this one first.
That's what I'm going to answer.
No. I mean,
we're not in a rush.
No, I mean this one. I mean this one. Why would Devin and Bill lie on Turkey Al-Sheikh? Won't that burn them with a future fight by lying on him? That's all my questions.
And real quick, that's a good question. It's just a great point. And that's unfortunately for Tio, he's just not in a situation where he got that bargain. Nobody believes you. Like you got a track record of turning down the fights, and this is why you sitting on the sideline. So it's not hard to believe that you had another deal up on the table and you didn't want it. If you just look at how Devin fights, it'll give Tio a headache. Tio will have to rely on having to hurt Devin and knock him out, respectfully, in my opinion. I think he could outbox him and make him look bad. I do. I ain't saying he'll just blow him out of the water, but I do think it's a fight that Teofimo can definitely lose 100%, simply because the styles alone, especially if Devin Haney return to form. Yeah, that's a fight. So it's not hard to believe that he say he going in another direction. Like he been sitting around, just think about the fighters he been turning down. So it just don't surprise me that the only guys he really focusing on is a guy that's at 35, a weight class lower than him, and a guy that's 2 weight classes above him in Terrence Crawford. None of the smoke at 140 do you want. You get what I'm trying to say? You don't want none of that. You just want to ignore the champions and the good fighters, quality fighters at 40, and then talk about what you want with a guy that's at 35. Like, and then this is what's going to piss me off about the Tank talk. In order for you to get that fight, let me guess, right? You want to fight Tank. Yeah, right? Whichever monk you get the banana first. You want to fight Tank, but let me guess. In order for you to do it, he going to have to go up to 140 to do it, right? Just shut up. You don't want to do that. Crawford, you know he's not moving down nowhere. So you telling me you're going to move up and fight him? You're not going to do it. You're just going to sit from the sideline. Like, I wonder when he's going to get back in the ring. And I would be surprised if his opponent is somebody that we really want to see. Ashley's corner, what it do, cuzzo? How you feeling? Hen dog in the building. What's good, bro? Till lied to punch you. All he do is lie. Yeah, he lied. And Marcus, what's good, fan? I agree. Just I need someone to beat T.O. ass. Yeah, he need his ass beat up. He need his ass beat. I ain't gonna lie, Marcus. He need his ass beat, bro. Take his fault at 140. T.O. need to go down. Nah, it's not about T.O. going down. It's about, listen to me and listen to this point, Rolly. I say I just do fight at 135 and you fight at 140. If you telling me you want to fight me, why should I go to you if you want to fight me? No, I'm not saying you should come down, but don't open your mouth about what you want if you're not willing to go get it. So I don't expect them to shrink back down to 35, but what I do expect them to do is be realistic about it and say, you know what, if and when if Tank finds itself at 140, yeah, I want that fight. But don't just say you want it, but your stipulation is he got to come to your world. Like, why? Why? You get what I'm saying? When he's the fight that you saying you want. Tank saying he wants somebody, I don't expect them to come to him either. Even with as big as his name is and all that. If he wanted something that's outside of his weight class, he going to go get that shit. You're not going to expect it to come to where he at. Get what I'm saying? So it's just that simple, man. Be realistic with your call out, stand on what you say, and really be about it. T.O. has just been doing a lot of talking. Very talented fighter, but he talked too damn much, and he don't really be wanting to fight to me. I'm telling you, Malaza was good. Nah, he don't really want him. He don't really want them. These, and he put himself on the NBF list. He don't want to fight those guys. He don't want to fight no doubt. I would be shocked if he fight Devin Haney. I respect him a lot more if he did. Show me that you want to fight him. Like, y'all keep talking about what you would do to him and, you know, all this and that. Just fight the man. That's all I'm saying. Just fight him. Because it seemed like when it was time to put ink to paper or really had a discussion and make the fight, you want to go somewhere else. So, I don't know. I'm just not cool with all the talking he do. But let's get back to this, man. This was, you know, I'm just listening to this right with y'all. So, again, shout out to the boxing voice. But I like these type of dialogues, man, when you get to talk to somebody that's gonna put you on the spot a little bit. But in this instance, I gotta say, I level with Bill. I don't think he telling no lie right now. Yeah, there was an offer up on the table for him, and they're not gonna come out there and say that and lie and put themselves in a bad situation with Turkey Al-Sheikh by lying about an offer that never existed. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. Tio knows he was used as the model for the Mr. Potato. Yo, the disguise mask, Cal. You know the disguise mask that come with like the nose and the glasses? That's his nose is that. That's his nose. Like they took a mold of his nose and used it for that. The disguise glass that come with the nose, the mustache. That's Tio.
First. When I say it's all talk, it's all talk. Just like
right. And then again, real quick, and I'm gonna let this play. But it's the turning down quality opposition and fighting lesser guys that's pissing me off. You get what I'm saying? I say this all the time about Tio. I'm gonna keep saying it because I believe it to be true. On the top of his game, he's a phenomenal fighter. He's fun to watch, and he'll kick your ass. You get me? This is why I'm frustrated to see him moving that way. And I would love to have a conversation with him personally myself, just to understand what is it like. Do you really feel like that is the way to get a fight? And are you aware of how you make people feel like that? That's not a route you should go. I would really talk to him like a real man. Like he need that. It's too many people asking him about the question and then they just allowing him a bullshit answer out of it. Like, and it's not working for me. So he need to get checked. Somebody really just need to have a real man-to-man talk with him. And that's not the way to promote yourself or go about getting fights, bro. You can call dudes all types of suckers, you know, call them out their name if you want to, right? But when you start going that other route, you think it's at the belt. Nah, that's below the belt. We don't play like that. So just find another way. You know what I mean? Talk crazy. Say, yo, ain't nobody you fought on my leg. There's so much other stuff you could do. And I just wish he'd start taking that approach from here on out. But we're going to see. But let's get back to this. Yeah, Kyle, we got the disguise nose.
You be like, just like when Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez has gone back and forth. I'll fight you. Yeah, I'll fight you. What about when Teofimo Lopez called Devin Haney to work out a fight? What did Devin Haney say?
Turkey Al-Sheikh has the money up.
Wait. What did Devin Haney say when Teofimo Lopez said, I called Devin Haney, we got on the phone, and I was talking to him about a deal? What did Devin Haney say? Devin Haney said what to Teofimo Lopez, Ness? Did he say it to you?
He thought that Tio was drunk. He called him and he thought Tio was drunk, so he didn't take him serious. That Tio said, yo, let's get a fight, but he sounded drunk on the call.
So then that conversation
he also said something about wanting 20 million to fight Devin Haney too. Let's not forget that part.
With the dude in Sphere, he was drunk too. That sound like a drunk text message too, what he showed publicly?
Yes, because Bob Arum came out and said that his fighters do not negotiate. So that let us know that Top Rank, that Tio can't make a decision, that everything has to go through Bob, because that's what he said. What about the meeting with Bob? Right now, a meeting has happened with Bob Arum, Top Rank, for the fight between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Not just then, right now, Punch. Right now. So if you listen. No, what I'm saying is that fight has always been on the table, right? It's been on the table for when Teofimo is ready. Now listen, the money, he can't say that the money is the issue because he's never made $1 million.
Bro,
he said that's a lie. He said that Punch said that's a lie, right? You said that he made 2.3.
Made $2.3 million versus Josh Taylor.
So he's lying?
Wait, nope.
See, this is where I draw the line and I get confused. I'm trying to figure this out. The man say he never made more than $1 million in none of his fights. But the guy that's vouching for him is going to get up on the platform and say he made 2.3. But he didn't even say that himself. He going to lie and short. This is weird.
Wait, no, because he already said in the interview what he's talking about is what he takes back home when he finished off paying the percentage. Everybody know that. Come on now.
So wait a minute. So out of 2.3, he left 1.3, and he took less than $1 million.
I don't know what his percentage. I don't know what his percentage is for David Big Waters. I don't know his percentage for the promotional.
You don't know a lot of things. They're not telling you all.
No, you don't know that because I don't know how much you take from Devin. I don't know that. I don't know what you pay the other trainers. We don't know that.
What I'm telling you is the offer that's on the table for him to go and talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh, right? Now, and just you too, you as well, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh says that he wants certain fights. That fight with him and Teofimo Lopez, the world, we all know. He's calling for Bud Crawford. Why would you be calling for Bud Crawford to make that fight happen when they don't even want to fight? That's not the fight that they want, right? Now, the fight that you're going to honestly tell me right now that Turkey Al-Sheikh doesn't want that fight?
I don't know. Turkey never acknowledged Teofimo Lopez.
Oh my God! So do you think that?
Am I right or wrong? I'm not saying that to diminish or to diminish a fight. I would like to see Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. I would love to see that fight.
Why is Teofimo saying that? Why aren't you saying that?
Well, I've been saying it, but like y'all go back and forth between y'all camps is all talk. Y'all never serve no contract, no term sheet to one another. Everything has been talk since the meeting with Bob years ago. It was talk.
Turkey is cap. So you say Turkey is cap.
Oh. You ain't listen to what I'm just saying. Bill, I said Turkey Al-Sheikh never acknowledged Teo. No, he never acknowledged or publicly discussed Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. So how am I going to say that Turkey is lying? He never acknowledged the fight.
Well, I mean, has he acknowledged every fight?
Publicly?
Has he acknowledged every fight?
No, he acknowledged that. That's what I said in the beginning. The high-profile fight. Is Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez a high-profile fight, Bill?
I think so.
I think it is.
Don't mess with Texas. What up, fam? Tunnel Vision was good, fam.
Knows Haney. He would know Teo. He's even on top ranks.
Hold on, Punch. We got Blair on.
Right, Ash.
And this the people's champ, The people want.
Now they brought Blair Cobb into the fold. So real quick, man, just I hear they back and forth. I hear it's cool, whatever. But right, I think at this point, though, I think Bill on point. I think Punch just in denial about his man. I know you a big T.O. guy, and you want to think the most of him, but if they ain't keeping all the way a buck, you're not paying attention because maybe you a fan of him, but the dude really ain't moving the way he should be, and with the kind of talent that he is, he kind of getting in his own way, so to speak. Now, it ain't really hurting him but so much. I mean, I think he missed the date for the I wouldn't say the first time, but I think he missed the date recently. He was supposed to fight back in September, but he had himself on the sideline because he wouldn't say yeah to anything. But I don't see what the argument is. You trying to, yeah, it's like y'all just playing with each other. Like, bro, he's telling you there's an offer up right now for them to fight. All this you keep. Did he acknowledge the fight? Man, I don't want to hear none of that. Bro, they telling you straight up it's an offer. You can't say nothing. You need to be asking your man why he ain't accept the offer to fight him. That's what you need to be asking him. Is it a high profile fight? People are paid to watch Teofimo and Devin Haney, I think. I definitely see that. I don't see why not. How big of a fight remains to be seen, but I think people will watch the fight. It's a good fight. And I think Teo got a real chance at losing to Devin Haney. I'm going to keep saying it. Stylistically, that's not – Teo don't want to be in there with somebody that can box, stay long behind the jab, and be on the outside. He wants somebody that's going to come bring the fight to him. That's what he wants. And Devin Haney won't give him that. And I'm telling you, I think he'll make him have to work for it. I think Devin Haney could beat him. I think he got to outbox him on points. Barry Cobb about to be a circus, you already know. Just because Bill buys there's an offer doesn't mean it actually is. Now, I mean, it was said before, way before this point. And I even got word from I'll just say this. I got a couple sources behind the scenes, probably 3 solid people that I'll speak to and ask questions about things, you know, that speak to these people. That being an offer is a real thing. That's not nothing they making up. And just like he said to him, it's like Ness asked, don't you think that would put them in a bad situation if they just go lie and say Turkey got a deal that's not there? Like, you would think he'd be shooting it down. So I heard about it before Devin Haney even came and did the interview with Andre Ward. I've been heard about it. This is why I did a live on it. It wasn't even about Bill. I've been got word from a real solid source that fight was on the table. And then you seen them come out there and validate it, right? You ain't hear Turkey Al-Sheikh come out and say, oh, they lying. He's full aware of what's going on. And like I said, I was told that Teofimo said he was going in another direction. And even what Bill is saying with Top Rank, far as them being on board, that's the thing that surprised me. They wasn't even trying to stop the fight. It's clearly Teo just not wanting the opportunities, and why it makes sense is because that's why he on the sideline now. We see the guys that he's turning down, and now he got some situation going on with Top Rank trying to get out his contract. You get what I'm saying? So he kind of shooting himself in the foot right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. He isn't in a position to accept anything. I'll tell you what, man, if you got your promoter on board, and this is before that came out about the litigation stuff. That's even before that. You heard about this after the fact. I don't know where at what point. I don't know if y'all was here when I was already talking about this, but like I said, I got some sources that ain't never lied to me. I doubt if these people gonna lie. You get what I'm saying? Some people being to know, they reach out, they find out. Just like I said, 2 days before Tank came and announced this fight, then I say what date it was going to be and all that stuff really happened. So got some people that really be in the know, and I was already told that this fight was a real thing, and I believe it. If you see the way Teo's moving, if you heard the last time they was discussing the fight, he said something about needing 20 million or something for them to fight. The dude just ain't very realistic when it come to making fights with certain guys, and you already know he kind of put himself on the NBF list. He ain't trying to fight none of them dudes. Listen to how he saying he won't fight Shakur. He don't want to give him his first loss. That's the dumbest reason I've ever heard for a fight not taking place. He act like because Devin Haney and Ryan played out the way it do, him and Haney won't be a good fight. He don't got to fight him. The dude just full of it. Like, I don't like the way he moved, but he can fight. No doubt he can fight. Yeah, it'll be a good fight. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. One of those beat up cheerleaders. Yeah, you know, remember he was getting punched on, Kyle. That's that fight where he wasn't looking too hot.
Blair in the ring with Devin.
Cobbs.
So we're gonna get back to punch after we, give Blair and Bill an opportunity to see can't we get this fight made. Blair, it looks like the attention for the
John, what's good with it? I think the thing is, Haney is gonna come back at 140. So although he might seem like he too big, shit, Teo ain't a small guy either. The last time Teo took a picture, he was 156 pounds. Get what I'm saying? Not a small guy at all. So we gotta see. I don't think he's too big to fight him though, because as long as he gonna make 140, the fight can happen. I think the problem though, oddly enough, is not Devin Haney. You would think Devin Haney would be the one hesitant to pull the trigger and wanting to fight this dude after suffering that type of fight with Ryan Garcia. But no, it's like I said, I heard it's been Teo. You seeing the paper trail, you just paying attention. He chose Steve Claggett, turned down three other guys. Brian Norman was an option as well. No, but he want the only thing he's saying he want is the things that Top Rank is not offering up or on board with. They was on board, from what I understand, with this Haney situation. It wasn't against that fight happening. He don't want it. Like I said, and then he got a number of different fights that he just saying no to. So I'm not surprised, or it don't sound like far-fetched that he's saying no, because this is what he been doing. And that's why he on the sideline. But we're going to see. Let me play some of this. This is Blair Cobb coming up here. Let's see what Blair got to say.
Turned to Jack Catterall. Bill is saying that more people know Jack than they know you.
I don't know who the hell Jack is. Who the hell is Jack?
First of all, shout out to Blair, the Flair, and
this nigga you left the hate.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to your dad. And everything that you guys are doing.
Respect for you, dog.
I can't hear you.
I said, what up, Bill? I always got respect for you, dog. How you doing?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. So, by all, shout out to what you're doing and keep doing that. I don't pull any punches. I don't do any lies or anything like that. Dev been getting in the ring with you since he's been a kid. There's nothing been strange or nothing about that. I think that, you guys just mixed it up over the other day at Wild Card. We both know what both of you guys bring. And it's just about getting in the ring and it being the right fight. Not that it being in anything else other than that. I think, you have a persona that
that's the thing though, John. As far as it, I mean, unless the fight has some type of rehydration clause on it, it ain't gonna matter. Because Haney, he gonna do what he always do, kill himself to make the weight and just rehydrate to about 165. That's typically what he do. So he'll be doing the same thing. He'll be doing the same thing now. I don't think that'll stop the fight from happening. I don't think that'll really be the difference in the fight. I think Teo big enough, carry enough muscle mass and weight, got a wide enough frame. It just would be a matter of styles for Teo. It won't be the weight that'd be the problem. It'd be the style. I think Teo will be an issue for Devin. I mean, Devin will be an issue for Teo. Yeah, he put it in the contract, then it'll make him look suspect because he already said he fight at weight classes. Like he don't do rehydrations and catch weights. So Teo say a lot of stuff. So I don't think the weight will be the issue. It's just a matter if you really want to fight that guy or not. And to me, his energy tell me he don't.
If the shit happens, then you know what I mean. If the shit can happen, then the shit can happen. But you know the real with us.
Yeah. How about February 14th? Let's make it happen. How about yeah? What better way for a day for love than Blair to Flair? Blair to Flair and Devin Haney.
Absolutely. You're calling for the right guy to come up and give it to you the way we do it. You did. So
LetsBuild, my guy, what's good with it, bro?
If it's a
How
chance
you
that
feeling?
it's gonna happen, then
Fax
we'll
machine
do it.
in the building.
But, I mean, what do you have next? If it's not Devin, what do you have next?
Well, we got a couple offers right now. I'm just focusing on this. Like, why not make this happen before I have to end up fighting?
Oh.
You know what I mean? We already talked about the Ryan fight, so the Ryan fight. There's a few things happening. Like if it don't happen quick, I'm gonna end Ben.
Huh?
He cutting out.
You said if it doesn't happen quick, you're gonna end up fighting Conor Ben?
Yeah, I gotta fight somebody. I gotta fight one of those guys. Eddie Hearns is having conversations, so things might happen. We got Ennis, we got John Ennis, we got Conor Ben, we got a lot of.
I mean, yeah, listen, he rehydrates pretty bad. I don't know if he get bigger than Zoo and Mortazaliev though. They fight at 54. I don't know what they rehydrate to. I wasn't aware. I never even paid it no mind. But look, he rehydrate what? Haney be what, like 165 or something like that. But I don't think that'll stop him from him and Teo from mixing it up if they fought. I just think it's a matter if the situation, the opportunity presents itself, which from what I understand it did, and they don't they don't want to do it. Did anyone speak on Don King during his interview? Nope, I don't think so. But this was just him just popping in. This wasn't all about Blair. Blair just doing what Blair do, talking about making a fight. You know what I mean? But he was talking about he's talking to Punch Drunk before this dude got up here.
Good names on the resume, but this fight, since there's already smoke here, let's make it happen. Why not just make it happen? Let's make it happen. I know you guys are always in shape.
You know we are.
I just can't pay them, and I'm in top shape. Let's make it happen.
But is it that Devin? Devin and
I'd be surprised if Blair takes a Boots fight. Yeah, me too.
And he's probably the only one.
Like real quick, I look at some of this stuff as exactly what it be, entertainment, right? Blair is every time the camera come on, he's gonna try to sell himself. Oh, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. But we all know it's protocol and shit that gotta happen. But again, I don't know. I mean, the fight is not a bad fight, but I just don't think he's in a position to make the calls. It sound good, and I just think he's just doing that shit for entertainment, for real. Do I think he would fight Devin? Yeah, but is he in a position to do like what he's doing? Like, let's make the fight. I don't think so. So that's my only issue. Do I think he will fight him? Yeah, but do I think this gonna materialize into a fight without the proper people being involved? No. You know what I'm saying? No. And another thing, I don't think Devin is going to be at 47 next, and I think he's going to try to fight again at 40. I don't see him fighting at 47 right now. I don't see it. Don King, he ain't letting Cobb fight anyone outside his platform. They're teasing fans at this point. Yeah, man. But I know what it is with Blair. You know what I'm saying? He's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He's just entertainment.
Do it, Blair. Blair, is that safe to say? Without ruining what might be your image. Woo!
Don King pay-per-view.
Devin Haney.
Hit on Don King Promotions, the YouTube channel.
The only reason
and a guy that will fight.
The only reason why I said let's fight is because you guys clapped back at me when I was just being honest, just being truthful on how I felt about the situation with the Ryan Garcia fight. And I always tried to stay real with it. You know how I am, man.
Try to stay real with it, even if
it hurts.
So let me see this, Blair.
Mm-hmm.
So Blair, were you 100% truthful about what happened the last time that we were at Wild Card?
The last time we were at Wild Card.
The sound effects, bro.
No, you want to talk about what happened at Wild Card?
Man, listen, Blair Cobb is a damn entertainer at this point. Mike Kirkland, shout out to my brother putting some color in the chat. He said, who you got between Blair and Devin? Yeah, I tell you what, I know the fight ain't happening, right? I know this fight ain't happening, but I do like the conversations, man. It's just unfortunate that these dudes try to play on the fans and they just scream all that. Let's make it happen. But if you really listen to what he's saying, he tells on himself. Said I only said I wanted to fight because y'all clap back at me for the Ryan situation. Don't really even sound like he wanted. He's just saying it. If he jumping up to 147 to fight Blair Cobbs, that's a risky fight. Blair got an ugly style, a little irky jerk style. Got some sneaky power. I tell you what, he got a good chance at causing an upset. I tell you that. But with the right game plan, Devin being disciplined, man, he could box to a decision, but it's not going to be easy. Blair Cobb would be a tough fight for him just if he were to jump up there in his very next fight to fight him. Yeah, I don't think it'd be easy at all for him. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be a tough fight. No, I lean towards Blair because I just so many unanswers from Devin. And you jump in a weight class, fighting some guy, little power. I seen y'all sparring. I know that's just sparring, but it looked a certain way to me. It just looked a certain way. I don't know. It didn't look like you was having your way.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
He lied. Head dog say you got Devin by TKO against who? Blair Cobb? Ain't no damn way in hell, bro. Ain't no way. I got Devin by TKO. Don't mess with Texas said Blair. Cal said Blair. Devin with Blair in the wild card gym. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak to it. I only seen a little bit of sparring that they had posted, not from just a little while ago. I seen it before Blair put that little clip out that he put out. I don't know. It didn't look like that. It looked like they still wanted another round because they were still trying to work, and Blair was just, being silly. I don't know. So I don't know if he whooped him or not. I don't know if he whooped him or not, but I think it'd be an entertaining fight. But I know it had to be like Dub saying he can't facilitate no fights for himself. That I know. But I just wanted to hear some of what he was saying on here. And look, Devin got people at least speaking his name, so it's not the worst thing. Now, what it is coming up with the options that really make sense and that's realistic. I don't know. Maybe it's a different situation with Catterall. I don't know. Maybe that's a realistic thing. You know what I'm saying? He tagging Turkey Al-Sheikh, him and Catterall verbally agreeing. Maybe he got something there. You know what I'm saying? But is he going to fight Blair Cobbs? no, for two reasons. One that Dub just mentioned. I don't think Don King gonna allow him to do what he want to do. No way. You get what I'm saying? You haven't seen him make no fight calling people out over the internet. So we just being real. Nah, but is it a good fight to talk about? Would it be a good matchup? Entertaining? Yeah, I think it would be. But I don't think, the promotional issue. And then on top of that, he's not going to 47 next. So I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening, but he got some real smoke at 40. Like I said, Jack Catterall is as good a fight as any to get back in the mix. And he gonna want to find himself back in the ring before April, right? You gonna want to get back in there before April. So hey, why not? I mean, you got to take one of these options. Cash Crypto, what's good with it? Whenever Devin gets touched up and sparring the videos, magic edited. Yeah, I mean, look, I can't argue too much about the edit. Ain't like he got his ass beat. Like it would just look like some sparring. Like nothing really happened. It looked like they both had some little, back and forth little moments, but Blair just was having fun talking junk and, just taunting and all that. Didn't look like nothing. I ain't take nothing much from that. Like I see the sparring, but it ain't the end all be all. That don't mean that Blair beat him in a fight, but I mean, shit, I don't know. It'd be a tricky fight for him though. And again, the reason I feel that way. If I had an opportunity to see him beat him again, and then I'll definitely be going with him. But I don't know what he is, and he out here talking about Regis is ruined. He might mess around and be ruined. Now, I mean, if he ain't careful, but like I said, Jack Catterall, I think is a good fight for him. He got some options. I don't think he ruined Regis at all. Like I said, I just want to see him get back in there with a realistic opponent. Blair can't beat Blair. Yeah, Blair is an awkward dude, awkward and strong. I think Devin got outpoint him. I think he got outpoint him with the right game plan. You know what I'm saying? I think he got outpoint him, but I don't know what he is coming back off the Ryan fight. So that's my only reasons. I got little reservations for that. I don't know what he is coming off the Ryan fight. I don't know what he is, man. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But he got some options. Let's see where he end up at, man. It's a lot going on at 140. It's a lot of good fights to make, but I just don't know where he gonna find himself at. I don't know. And even use sparring, they say Blair beats Devin. I'm going on what I seen from both of them in actual fights. Dad going sheepy. You think you go night-night? Bill New Regis past his prime when Devin fought him. Yeah, they scouted him. I mean, that's how you do it. You carefully scout a guy. You see that he got a respectable name. He got a title. And you go take his shit. Like, I ain't mad at it. But they knew full well Regis was past it. You know what I mean? But to say he ruined him, I think he just being a fighter. He just talking some shit. And he having fun at the expense of Regis Prograis right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. Yeah, 140 got a lot of options. So Devin better get in the mix, man. A good thing for him. Like I said, his name is still being called. So as long as his name's still being called, he got opportunities, right? I just want to see where he'll end up at. It's funny he's bringing up Turkey Al-Sheikh being in the mix. So I don't know, man. Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. But he first things first, he got to get back in there. He got to get back in the ring first. And I don't know what direction he's gonna go, but let's just assume he gonna focus on Catterall. Let's see it. Shit, I want to see it. I want to see a good fight. Devin look for big fights, and Tank is about to fight a guy named Roach. Let that sizzle in your spirit. I can't agree with that though. I mean, look, I don't disagree with people. I just don't see it that way. Boxing hacker, people give him too much credit for making big fights, but what big fights are we talking about? We talking about Loma, and what other big fight? Because we calling Regis a big fight. I know that's not the case. Are we calling Ryan Garcia a big fight? Because it was an exhibition when Tank fought him. So if it's a big fight for Devin, or what the hell was it for Tank when he fought him? I don't know. Listen, Devin is a damn world class. He's still elite in my book. You know what I mean? At the top of the chain, whether people want to agree or not, that's how I see it. But I do think some tough challenges out there. I think it's some people that could beat him. He's gonna always give himself a chance to win, but I don't know about this big fight stuff, man. I think that's more smoke and mirrors than anything. The Loma fight, I give him a respect. He actively seeked Loma out and fought him, and he get all the respect for it. Even the Regis win, he get respect for it. But the more they trash Regis, the less respect you can give him for the fight, because you keep trying to tell us how bad this dude is. I don't know how much credit we can give you for a dude that you saying by your own admission that's so trash. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Then we gotta find somebody willing to pay him more than $1 million. Like that's just, I'm telling you, man. I don't know, bro. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I just think he got to figure it out. But as far as making the big fights, I don't know. Trying to fight Tails a big fight. Nah, I give him that. I give him credit for that for sure. I give him credit for that. That wasn't on him. That's definitely on Teo. I give him credit for that. I give him credit for the Teo shit. Teo's just weird, man. He don't want to fight, but I don't know. I don't look at it like he's doing this and Tank's doing that. Like, the thing is, who is the joke really on? You talking about what he trying to do. Tank is the big fight. He don't gotta try. Like, he is the fight. He everybody's biggest fight. You got Devin just out his own mouth say he think him and Tank is still the biggest fight and it can happen. So I don't know. Tank that let that sizzle like that. He's his big fight. So I don't really think it matter, bro. I don't really think it matter. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I give both of these dudes they credit for what they do. I don't try not, take from nothing they got going on. Devin is a damn good fighter, man. He just got to get himself back in the mix, man. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Damon. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see where he go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where he go. I ain't gonna say he don't try to make no fights, but let's see where he go from here. You know what I mean? He got Catterall talking about wanting to fight him, right? My guy Rude Exposure in the building. What's good, man? He reported me. See everyone else. Maybe one of you, maybe he got you blocked. I don't know. He said he don't, but I don't know. But that's y'all figure that out. But I don't know, man. Overall, man, I just think Catterall kept his name in the conversation after Saturday night, and Regis is what a lot of people felt like he probably on his way out. So it seemed like he gonna retire. Maybe he tried bare knuckles. Let's see. As far as Devin Haney, his name is in the mix. I like this for him, though. And again, I just want to see one of these fights. Which one of these fights is going to come to fruition for him? I think this is a good step in the right direction if him and Catterall run a fight. I think it'll be a good fight, yo. I think it will. I really do. I think it'll be a really good fight. What's that, hen dog? Or a big fight. Tank went after a got. Devin is calling out champions after the PEDs and trying to go after the contenders. We give to listen. I mean, look, man. I really the Tank conversation is dead for me. Like, people gonna keep chasing their tails. He is the big fight. He is the big fight for real. For real. That don't mean he don't gotta pursue or go, be great and chase greatness. But I just think it's a matter of time. Like I've been saying, we give Devin a far too much credit for trying. We say he's trying to do this, he's trying to do that. I also seen him vacate his title when it was time to negotiate with Shakur, and people ignore that shit. I see that too. So yeah, I give him credit for what he's trying to do. But again, at the last, you gotta think who the last guy he fought. He just fought Ryan Garcia. They said it was an exhibition fight when Tank fought him, and then turned around, fought the guy that Tank knocked out. So we gotta like pump our brakes a little bit. Yeah, give credit where it's due. I'm all about that. But we can't give a guy too much credit. He literally went and fought a guy that Tank already beat up and stopped. And we keep like, he be trying to make the big fights. Was Regis a big fight? That wasn't a big fight. People felt like Regis was the weakest of the champions. That's what they were saying, right? You got Matias as they pegged as a duck. So you got some other fight. You got Parrow out there. Look, I like Devin. I want to see him in all these fights, and I think he could win some of these fights too. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in a lot of them, but let's see. He trying to make big fights, this, that. We really don't know who he's trying to fight right now. We see the back and forth with Catterall. Like I said, I think that's a good look to get him back in the mix, but we get that dude a lot of credit for just trying to do this, trying to do that. The Teal thing, I give him credit for that for sure. Loma for sure. But outside of that, the big fights, I don't know. We call Ryan a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Tank the big fight, can't find a venue. Now, nerd, that's kind of weak. You know what I mean? It's not on Tank to find a venue, bro. That's not on Tank to find a venue. And you know that. You gotta know that. That's not on. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't like Tank, but I ain't about to go back and forth about his resume. I think that conversation is dead for me. Like, if you feel like he ain't fighting nobody, that's just how you feel. I can't make you feel no different, and I don't even care to. You know what I mean? That conversation just kind of like redundant. Who's Tank fighting? He's not fighting somebody. I got somebody tagging me right now on Instagram talking about who Tank fought. You can't make this stuff up. Like, if you asking me that after 30 fights, just say you don't like him and you feel like he don't fight nobody. But also know that whoever your favorite fighter is, he ain't fought nobody like him. And let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be trying to hear a lot of this stuff. Devin versus Matias would be a good fight, but I don't think they go in that direction right now. And I don't know. Matias got a rebound. Rolly and Roach a big fight. Who said Rolly was a big fight? Who said Roach is a big fight? Tank is the big fight. He's everybody's biggest fight. That's what it be, though. And they all know that. Who said anything about Rolly being a big fight? But who's the big fights that Devin is making that you giving him credit for? Who's the big fights? Because he just fought Ryan. So you talking about he out here pursuing active champions? No, he pursued a guy that he thought was a cokehead and a C-level fighter. Y'all make me do this because y'all try this. Stop putting them up against each other. Stop trying to, when you come over here, don't try to dim Tank light to make Devin look good. You can't. They fought the same person and one guy was fighting for his life in there. And the Tank dismantled him and punched his rib halfway out his back and had him second guessing boxing while he was taking a knee. Y'all be forgetting this stuff. Why we be doing this? If y'all want to say Devin is the man, do it by not trying to shit on Tank and say, well, who is he fighting? That's that, like, I don't know, nana boo-boo, like little kid way of thinking. I don't watch boxing like that. I don't watch boxing like, Devin, that's how you do it. Yeah, Tank ain't doing nothing. Look what Devin is doing. What is wrong with y'all? Tank been in 4 weight classes. Devin just getting to a second one and probably should be up another one. Y'all got to stop. That shit, they not the same type of fighter. They are not the same type of fighter. I don't give a damn what resume y'all talking about. There's not a single soul on Devin Haney's resume that would beat Tank. None of them. Loma included. The guy that, when it came time to fight Tank, he wanted nothing to do with, respectfully. Talking about retiring. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop doing that. Don't shit on Tank to make Devin look good. There's other ways to do that. And this is the worst time to do it. That's why I said that trolling that he was doing, to each his own. But that trolling is kind of weak, bro, because you fresh off getting your bell rung, your chin rocked, looking bad, and you talking about people being ruined. You out here trying to sue, and you should be getting back in the ring. So respectfully, man, look, that dude been in 4 weight classes. Dude just getting to a second one because he overstayed his welcome at 35. Y'all got to stop, man. That shit ain't the same, man. Them dudes ain't the same fighter. You see one guy fighting these bigger guys, always being a smaller dude with the exception of one guy on his resume. You seen y'all favorite fighter when he got in there with somebody his size. You see how it went. Nah, man, y'all don't do that. I not do it the same way. Don't shit on Devin and make Tank look good. That's weak. Real boxing fans, we don't do that. Nah, man, Devin the man because he accomplished at 35, jumped up, manifested the title at 140. To hell with what happened with him and Ryan. He gonna bounce back. That's how I look at it. But I don't look at it like, oh man, well, Devin's out here doing this. Tank ain't doing nothing. Devin's doing this. Tank ain't doing that. Like, I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like that. You know how I look at it? Devin Haney respectfully is doing his thing. He snatched up all the titles at 135. Undisputed. You can hate his run. You can hate the road, the path he traveled. I respect it. I don't have nothing negative to say about him. But I don't start looking at it like, yeah, well, Devin's doing it. He literally just fought a guy that Tank fought and looked horrible in there. Seriously, bro. Looked bad. Like, with somebody that he said was trash and C-level, not on his level, didn't improve since the amateurs. Y'all got to stop that. That he fresh off that situation. He didn't get a chance to rebound, and we talking about what he trying to do. He's trying to do this. No, he need to be getting back in the ring. Respectfully, man. Get your ass. You don't need to be trolling Regis, talking about how he don't got no chin. Nah, bro, you need to get your ass back in the ring. I'm always rock with Devin, but I don't like the conversations when we pit them up against each other, just like on some, well, he's doing this and their careers is not even the same. You got one dude that's fighting arguably a weight class higher than what he should be fighting. The other dude is fighting a weight class or two below where he should be fighting, according to what he blow up at and what his dad said how they could fight at 54. Those dudes are not the same fighter. I respect them, but I see what I see. It's boxing. It's about having a competitive edge. We know what his competitive edge is. People got to draw up stories about rehydration clauses and shit when it comes to Tank just to try to make him look bad. And they apply it to every fighter knowing that's not the case. Knowing the other guy on the other end has used rehydration to his advantage for damn near his entire career. I'm not shitting on him, but that's a fact. He's been a beneficiary of that weight advantage for how many years now? Come on, man. Then you see where that shit was stripped away from. He look like a totally different guy in there. I'm telling you, they're not the same fighter, man. Listen, I think y'all missing it. Don't let the resume distract you from Tank Davis being one of the best complete fighters we got in boxing. That's just how I see it. And Devin Haney is one of the most skilled fighters we got in boxing, whether you love him or hate him. That's how I see it. They both doing their thing, but they just got two different paths. Opportunities are different. People chase different opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Shit just work differently. Devin bouncing around. I respect what he do. He bounced to network, making different fights. I respect all of that. I just want to see the kid bounce back, but I don't look at his career and every move he make and think of Tank. Oh, look, he doing this. Tank ain't doing nothing. Man, that dude been in 4 weight classes. Are y'all really missing it? Y'all keep talking about 35, and the man been in 3 other weight classes outside of that. That's start right there. If you show me you can be a top guy in 3 to 4 weight classes, what the hell are we talking about? What are we talking about? How you missing it? Like, it's not the resume that's going to be the end all be all. Show me a guy in boxing within, and I'm talking about from 35 to 40, respectfully, where Tank can operate at. I don't see 47. Name me the guy definitively that'll just beat his ass. Name me the guy. Name me the guy from 135 to 140 that you just got to just beating Tank undeniably. There's nobody. You got a real good chance of beating whoever you get in the ring with. So it's just a matter of time. Let the fights happen. They all have yet to fight somebody equal to their talent level, respectfully. Now, it might be some type of debate with Devin Haney since he stepped in there with Ryan, but then there's the asterisk because of the Osterring. So at the end of the day, they all still have yet to fight guys like, Devin Haney ain't fought no Shakur Stevensons or no Tank Davis. Tank ain't fought no Shakur Stevensons, no Devin Haney's or the Shakur. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. They all still have yet to fight somebody equal to their skill level. So at the end of the day, nobody got ain't no leaps and bounds above each other in competition or a resume. How? Show me. I know who everybody fought. I've been here. I've seen the fights that matter. None of these dudes are head and shoulders above each other. Nobody. Somebody might have 1 or 2 names, maybe that the other guy don't got. That's it. That's not a lot. There's still so much more to be done. Man, that conversation won't be complete until these dudes is no longer in boxing and we can sit back and examine and break down what every move that all these dudes made. But at the end of the day, they all in and around, they operating all in or around the same competition level. And that's respectfully across the board. I don't think nobody is fighting competition that's so much superior to the next because they all still missing what? Talents equal to them or to the other top guys that we know that are out there. It's just simple and plain. They all in the same boat, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Some guys just get different opportunities. Check this out. The same resume that you give Devin Haney all the credit for, the same guy that you give Teofimo and Devin all the credit for beating Lomachenko, just know when he had an opportunity to fight Shakur, it was no. He had an opportunity to fight Tank. It was I'm retiring. I'm not shitting on Loma, but I'm just telling you, do you see how that resume shit be? It's a bullshit argument because everybody opportunities ain't the same. If that was the case, then Lomachenko would have said, yeah, to Shakur. Shakur would have a Lomachenko on his resume. Tank Davis would have had a Lomachenko on his resume. But what did he say to both of them? We're going to just conveniently ignore that. We're going to talk about how this one guy is making these big fights. Well, you know what else? Loma thought he could beat that. He don't feel the same about Tank and Shakur. Why I feel that way? Because he had an opportunity to fight Shakur for a title, said no, took some time off, came back and fought Kambosos. They offered Tank, they negotiated. He's talking about retirement. No, I don't think he's scared of neither one of them, but I don't think his confidence is where it was at, as opposed to how confident he was getting in the ring with Devin. I just don't think so. I don't. Shout out to my guy Allen. Appreciate you putting that cover in the chat, family. Thank you, Just Do. These ninjas that stop lying for Devin ain't a good look. Just gonna get him knocked out again. I'm telling you, ain't gotta lie though to make him look good. He's very accomplished. He's very young. He's very skilled. He's resilient, talented as hell, smart fighter. He gonna figure it out. That's my real sentiments about Devin Haney. But I only had his energy because why do we gotta like pit him again? All right, we could compare him. I'm not saying it's boxing, it's competition, but their careers, it seemed like it was on two different paths. One guy is making his weight comfortably. The other guy is struggling after leaving the weight class in which he just struggled to make weight. Do y'all not see an issue there at all? Y'all don't see an issue. You get what I'm saying? They're just on two totally different. They just moving in different directions, respectfully. But Devin Haney, yeah, Tank Davis ain't become undisputed. Devin Haney did that at 35. Yes, he was. Yes, he did do that. You can't never take that from him. He's very accomplished. But when we talk about who these guys are fighting in the fights, it's a lot of moving parts, man. Everybody opportunities just don't come the same. They don't. And we seen it. No slight to Loma, but you had opportunities to fight two of the best fighters that's in boxing at 35. You said no to both of them, but you fought Devin. When Devin wanted to make a fight and reached out, you fought him. Y'all don't see that? How y'all don't look at that as a fight fan and scratch your head and say, damn, he fought him, but he ain't fight neither one of them? Neither one. Shakur ain't no killer, right? Man, he don't hit that hard. He don't throw no punches. Why you ain't fight him? Get what I'm saying? Tank an email champion. Somebody wrote in the comments that all his belts been emailed to him. Yeah, I'm confused. Yo, y'all make up the Tank Davis facts as they go along. Somebody explained to me a time in his career where something been emailed to him. This shit is crazy to me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Devin is going to bounce back. That's what I believe. But again, I ain't going to dim another fighter's light to make him look like he doing something that they not doing. Like I ain't just see him fight a guy that Tank fought. Tank control Ryan Lee hand, broke this guy down, knocked him down twice, and ended him. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't no life and death situation. It was none of that. We can't ignore that, man. They fought the same. They fight in or around the same level of guys. And this is how crazy and weird his fans are. They shitted on Tank fighting Ryan. Bad. Exhibition fight. He might as well go do this. It's a fake fight. And then you turn around a couple fights later, you fight the dude and lose to him. And we get it, but you was getting all knocked all around the ring. We get the Oster ring. We get it. But this is what you allowed to happen. And y'all want us to believe that you on some level that Tank Davis is not? Man, I don't like triangle theories, and I understand styles make fights. But not only did he fight the wrong kind of fight, the skill level is not as far as what people think it is between Devin and Ryan Garcia. Respectfully, Osterine and not. And I'm standing on that. I think them amateur fights and how close and competitive this fight was fought told me exactly that. So we just got to find another way to big him up. Yeah, he the man in his own right. Yeah, he gonna bounce back. I'm rooting for it. I can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? I be here all the time. Shit, I ain't even put no other topics. This one was gonna be about Devin Haney and Catterall. You know what I'm saying? And what's next at 140? Shout out to my guy Allen, man. Look, I'm supporting the man, but I just don't support the bashing of the other fighters. That's why people get turned off from him, because to shine the light on him, you got to try to overly convince everybody that look what Devin is doing. See, he fought Lomachenko. He's seeking out the active fights when Shakur been calling for that fight for years and been on Top Rank. And he been ignoring him and doing everything but saying yeah to the fight. Come on, man. He want to fight that dude. Then when it's time for him to get offered up, he don't want it. You got to put that in perspective. If I have a favorite fighter out there and I see him fight a world-class guy, and then some of his peers want to fight that same dude and he don't want nothing to do with them, I'm going to think something. You was comfortable getting in there with them, but you don't want to fight the other two guys, neither one of them. You don't want to fight the killer with the punching power that could punch you out the ring. You don't want to fight the guy that could just school you and box your head off. I don't know, man. I look at Loma just a little different after that, because he had two situations, and you can't have an excuse conveniently both times. And in the middle of top tier competition, it's off the back of you fighting one of the best fighters in the world, but then fighting a subpar guy in Kambosos. and elected not to fight better guys. I don't like that move, man. I respect Loma, but I don't like those two moves.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Boy, man, y'all be mad at Tank on your own time. And McQueen, my guy, what's good with it? What's good? Tony Reviews, what's good? Some of y'all, y'all gonna have to, man. Mike Smith, what it do, my guy? Yeah, man, y'all gotta stop this Tank hate. You know what I mean? We love these dudes, man. I rock with them both, man. I support them both. Their careers is in two different directions. One guy is in the process of rebounding. One guy is in the process of securing his next fight. And people are almost celebrating that it seems to be some issues with a venue or the date being pushed back. Boxing is weird. They almost happy that that's like that. Like Tank Davis wasn't trying to give y'all Lomachenko unification that people was crying about. But we're going to ignore it and we're going to keep, he's fighting Roach. Oh, he got a problem getting a venue. He's a big fight, but this is like, yo, bro, the dude do numbers, man. There's no denying it. Motown, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? So I like both of these guys is what I'm saying. Don't get me confused. I like them both. I support them both, but I'm not about to shit on one for the other. Neither one. Devin doing his thing, bro. I can't wait to see him bounce back. Hope he get a Catterall. I believe he can outbox him. I do. Tricky fight, good fight, competitive fight. It's one I think he can win, you know? So just want to see him bounce back. You get what I'm saying? But these dudes, toughest challenges, I think, are out there for all of them. Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney. I still think some of the toughest fights that they're going to ever have is still in the future, in front of them, not behind them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if I'm wrong or right. You know what I mean? He got, seeing the way he approached that fight let me know something. Get what I'm saying? That's IQ, that's emotion, it's game plan, that's your corner. That's a lot. It's a lot, man. We always talk about them levels, man. That fight showed me some levels. It's a level, it's a gap between them two, respectfully. In terms of IQ, I think it's a gap. I think it's a little gap there. People hate the boxers that entertain us. I don't know. Benton, man, it's weird, but I support them all, man. I don't know. We just got these, we be having this tell Tank to fight somebody stuff. I think that's weird. Like, to say he ain't fought nobody, it's whack. It's just whack. Nah, it ain't no smut on Devin. Tell me when I lie. What's smut? Smut is some shit that's not putting smut on somebody's name is like putting a jacket on them. I ain't putting no jacket on them. Everything I said is real, but you see, we can't critique him. I'm doing that because we keep shitting on Tank. But when I put it in his perspective, is you think I'm shitting on him. That's the same thing y'all do to Tank Davis. Let's build the fighters up. I don't smut nobody. I build all these dudes up. Why dudes is running around for weeks talking about how Devin was a bitch for suing? What was Jusdu saying for weeks? Y'all got to stop. When you first time you don't hear what you want, you think it's something negative. Nah, don't go like that. Nah, listen to me when I talk about this dude. Tell me it's somebody else that spoke more highly of Devin Haney in this time that ain't his diehard fan. That's outside of his diehard fan base. And even some of them. You don't hear me calling that dude out his name. I'm just calling it what it is. Like, and you know, when you look at it, nobody is doing something so much that the other guy is not doing. They all enter around the same boat. You get what I'm saying? They still got a lot more to prove. Although Devin is very accomplished, he got a lot more to prove. He got a lot more fighting to do. Dude, 25 years old, he got a lot more fighting to do. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot more ass to kick, bro. Cannabis education, entertainment TV. What's going on with it, Bruce, guys? Gertz, what it do, man? Nah, it's all good. Nah, that's the passion, Ben. That's the passion, man. I love this boxing, man. Like, I ain't gonna go too crazy. Tank know what he got to do. Let me create some balance, man. For him, he got a responsibility because not only, you know, he wear the crown. So wearing one of the crowns, you got to stand on business too. You get what I'm saying? You got to deliver fights that people want to see. Now, again, the reason why I ain't going crazy about the Lamont Roach, because we all know the situation with Loma. So again, for me, I look at this as like a, you know, they salvaging the date, keeping him active and just keeping it moving. All right. I'm paying attention to the next move after this. I'm not trying to look over Lamont Roach, but listen, I want to see what he's going to do after that. That's going to tell me a lot about what direction he had. Okay. I seen that Loma was the deal and some things happened. So you ain't get him. So now what you gonna do after Lamont Roach? I get it that was a third, fourth, or so on option, right? I get that. I get it. It's that simple and plain. I understand this. Okay. After you fight him, now what you gonna do? Because there's no more Lamont Roaches, y'all. Ain't no more of them. So I'm looking to see what his next move gonna be, and I'll critique that move specifically because that I think is gonna tell us a lot about where he going. His responsibility as a pay-per-view star is to deliver the fights people want to see. But I ain't got to shit on him to make that point. I ain't got to tell you in 30 fights he ain't fought nobody through 4 different weight classes. That's wild. I don't got to do that to make that point. We all know what he got to do. We all know. We know what he got to do. He got a responsibility because he got to pay top dollar to see that dude. That's the only way you see Tank is if you come out your pocket. So when that is the case, yeah, you got a responsibility to deliver. You got to give people a reason to want to come out their pocket. And this is why I believe he continues to put up the kind of performances because, again, he knew he wasn't picking all his opponents. So what did he do? He made sure he handled the entertainment side of it. So now I think he got more of that in his control. So I think you'll see him going toward the direction that we want to see with the fights. You just got to wait and see. I've been saying this shit for weeks. Let that Lamont Roach thing happen. We know how we got here. I'm tired of people like leaving all the context out of the conversation just to make an argument, just to complain. Yeah, he's fighting Lamont Roach. If Lamont Roach was number one, I'd be mad as hell too. Because he's not even in the division. How could he be a number one option not being in the division? Yeah, I'd be pissed off too. But if we talking about 4th, 5th option, I ain't about to cry. Tim Layton, what it do, my guy? So we gonna see. But like I said, shout out to Devin Haney, man. He doing his thing. He had a rough night against Ryan. Ryan had a sprinkle of some shit in his system that tainted the whole fight. I get it. Now I just want to see the man bounce back. Some people saying he need to get it back in blood, go back in there with Ryan. Nah, I think he need to get back fight. I think Eddie Hearn giving him some advice to bounce back is real. I think he need to do that. I think he do need it. I don't want to say tune up in the wrong way, but if you're not going to do that, all right, if you can make a Catterall fight, shit, who going to be against that? That's a real challenge, a real opponent. So, I don't know. I'm rooting for the dude. I ain't against him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him fail. I want to see the dude win. You know what I'm saying? Most important, I would love to see him, I get his rematch with Ryan and beat him up for all the shit he put him through. Devin wasn't the bad guy in this, but he almost got the bad rap because he made a move that so many tough guys out there feel like they wouldn't have made, which is the suing. But that's just what it is. Like I don't care about that. I care about the fight. So I want to see him get back in there, get back in the mix. So let's see who he end up back in the mix with. He got some you got options, maybe, got options. One guy can go into the Hall of Fame now, and the other never beat a champion. Who never beat a champion? Who never beat a champion, bro? Damon, who you talking about, bro? Who never beat a champion? Because we talking about Tank and Devin. You tell her who ain't never beat a champion. I know you don't believe that. Shit, man, that's tough, bro. That's tough, man. That's tough. I'll say this. Let me put this in perspective, right? The fighter in Vasyl Lomachenko that gave your favorite fighter his toughest fight to date outside of Ryan. We just going to go with that one because Ryan got the asterisk next to it. But outside of that, the guy that gave Devin Haney the toughest fight don't want shit to do with Shakur or Tank. We keep trying to shit on these dudes. We complain about who both of them be fighting because Shakur get the same type of treatment. He fight this one. He fought Artem. He fought somebody Frank Martin lost to. Yada, 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 complain. But the guy that gave your fighter the toughest fight, that went, fair fight, one's nothing to do with Tank or Shakur. It's crazy, right? I don't think that's a coincidence either. You get me? I don't think that's a coincidence. And shit, Ryan beats Devin. Worse, Bill knows it. Man, venue problems. This is the first time you ever heard of Tank having venue problems, and the fact that y'all going so crazy on it is wild. Like, I mean, I don't even think that's fully the issue either. I think there's some other stuff going on too, but we're going to see. You know what I mean? I don't know. Listen, I support both of these dudes, but over here, I don't dim ones like to try to make one look better. I don't look at Dev and say, hey, look what Dev's doing, man. Tank ain't doing that because I could be an asshole and say, yeah, look what Dev is doing. He went and chased Ryan Garcia and got his ass handed to him. Meanwhile, Tank done made the man quit, as many people feel. So, hey, they opportunities come different, and you just gotta make the most of them. The last one didn't go in Dev's favor. That's all good. He got his O back. people ain't gonna forget the fight, but at least you get a second chance to protect what's yours, what's your owe. And if you're gonna lose it, it's gonna be fair and square, not to somebody with Osterine. So I salute Dev. I just want to see him get back in there. Bill Haney was going back and forth, and I meant to play some more of this on the Boxing Voice, but he was also talking about the game plan. Yeah, I meant to go fast forward to some of it, but he was talking about the game plan. So everybody out there, remember when y'all heard me say he fought the wrong kind of fight? His pops literally sat on the Boxing Voice as early as today, a little while ago. He said he fought the wrong kind of fight. He stepped to Ryan and he shouldn't have did it. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. I'm telling you, bro. I don't get it, Cal. I don't know why they be so mad. You see, drained them too. It wasn't the same. Drain who? Drain who? Ryan? Tank can't drain another fighter. The fighter drains themselves because they're competing at a weight class that's not beneficial to them. Tank is just not an idiot. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all say he drained him, but Devin Haney said when Andre Ward asked him about the clauses and stuff, he's saying he missed some things. What do you think? What's some things? What clauses? Because he's talking about the weight. It's funny how people keep saying how Tank drains opponents when he has nothing to do with the condition of the other fighter. He only responsible for himself, Tank Davis, right? It's funny how y'all say he's draining these guys, but then Ryan Garcia misses weight by 3 pounds, pays for it, and one of the biggest talking points after the fight was how he missed weight. And y'all was factoring, y'all was damn near blaming everything on the weight. Then when the Osterine came out, they moved the goalpost to the Osterine. This, rightfully so, I get it, but before they knew what that was, all the talk was the 3 pounds, 3 pounds. Floyd told him to cheat. Floyd this, 3 pounds. And just listen to this. They're making a bigger deal about 3 pounds as opposed to 25 pounds. This is the fans. His fans do this. Complain about 3 pounds, but 25 pounds is completely cool when you putting it on in 24 hours. Big Dre, what it do, my guy? He said, what's the difference between Eubanks, Roach, or Rowley, or the prospect Martin? Come on, nerd. The difference is Lamont Roach is a world champion. You know what I mean? World champion with a title defense. It's a difference. I see you, Alan. Shout out to you, my guy. Bill messed up his interpretation of Garcia inside report on the Boxing Voice. Yeah, he was stumbling on some stuff. Fresh Baker, what it do, fam? How you feeling? Rallo, what it do? 25 pounds. Yeah, if you weigh 140 and you come weigh 165 on fight night, 140 plus 25, 165, 25 pounds. Yep, 25 pounds. Yes, sir. They tried to shit on Shakur, didn't want to pay that man. Facts, Mike, he ain't want that fight. He ain't want that fight neither. That's not me shitting on him. That's me seeing what he did and how he moved. And that lets me know he didn't want to fight. You never gave no other guy no take it or leave it offer. But the first time you in position, you make some fake ass offer that the promoter himself said wasn't legit. No, they didn't want to pay him because he didn't want to fight him. Did he want to fight him because did he not want to fight him because he's scared of him? Absolutely not. He ain't scared of him, but I just don't think he planned to meet up with him at 35 and fight him right there. That's what I think. That's what I really believe. I do believe it's a chance we never see that fight too. I do think so. It's a chance. It's a chance. Mont Roach is a damn good fighter. Absolutely. Yeah, they wild, man. Damn, they're saying, what's the difference? We don't acknowledge world champions. And I bet you, let me guess, you're going to find a way to shit on him being a world champion. What are you going to say? He lost to Jamel Herring. He did this. I ain't trying to hear rhyme his weight, but Devin still outweighed him by 3 pounds on fight night. Devin got a loss. He raced in Mexico, according to Regis. He lost to Loma and got a dib and bounced like a ball, like by Rob. Yeah, man, Dev had a tough one against Ryan. He gonna bounce back though. It's gaining 25 pounds is always within the rules. There were no rehydration constraints. Ryan missed weight. Yeah, I get all that. Nah, it's not two different things. We get what missing weight is and making the weight is. But what I'm telling you, 3 pounds, what's more egregious, 3 pounds or 25? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're not going to play these games now. Come on, dude. I know what missing weight is. I know Devin don't miss weight. But you telling me if you can complain about a guy being overweight by 3 pounds that you got compensated for, you don't get to complain after the fact. And then if you're going to make an issue about 3 pounds, I can make an issue about 25 pounds. Yes, I can. If you're telling me 3 pounds is crazy, then I'm going to tell you what is 25? You're talking about 3. Add 22 more pounds to that. Y'all telling me, and I'm going to say this again. Who in here is cool with a fighter blowing up 3 weight classes above or damn near above the weigh-in limit because they made the weight. You cool with that? You don't have no problem with a fighter, let's say, fighting at 35 and rehydrating at 156, 157 on fight night. You don't have a problem with a fighter that fight at 140 and rehydrate 25 pounds above where he weighed in at. So you don't got a problem with a dude being almost a super middleweight fighting at 140. That's crazy to me. We might as well eliminate weight classes at this point, bro. We might as well just eliminate weight classes, bro. And gain 18, that's not a ooh. No, Devin gained 25 and Regis gained 18. That's not a ooh, wow. What's that? Who's arguing how much they gained? 25 pounds is 25 pounds. And Rollo, if you talking to me, I'm gonna say this one time to you like a man. Don't ever refer to me as no nigga. You don't hear me talk to nobody in my chat like that. I that's one thing I don't tolerate. I don't let people just come in here and nigga. So you gotta be mindful when you over here. Mr. Miles, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Y'all gotta calm down. It's a boxing conversation. Learn how to listen and stop being emotional. Tell me when I'm not making a point. You heard my damn point. If you could complain about a guy being 3 pounds overweight, I can say a guy rehydrating 25 pounds overnight and being 165 and being 3 pounds shy of a super middleweight is wild, bogus to me. Yes, it is. So if y'all soft, just say that. If you're soft, just say that, bro. I'm tired of playing with y'all. If you soft as hell, just say that. If you need 25, 30 pounds to gain in 24 hours to feel comfortable in a fight at 140, just say that. That's soft ass shit. And that's part of the reason why he probably got wrecked in his last fight, because he killing his body. Y'all ain't no real fans. Y'all just want to see him have an advantage. Y'all not no real fans. Y'all not no real fans. Not no real fans, because you wouldn't want to see that guy deplete himself to make no 140 pounds to have an advantage over people. That's weak as hell. That's weak. If you soft, just say that. Just say, yeah, I need my fighter damn near super middle fighting at 140. That's sucker shit, man. I don't respect that. Y'all over here crying about 3 pounds that you paid for. You paid for it. You can't cry about it after you pay for it. You paid for it. How you get to cry? You know what I'm saying? You got to stop doing that. That's wild to me. Wild, y'all. You want to be 100. You want to be 165 pounds fighting at 140, bro. What we talking about? That's it crazy, man. And that's not just to him. That's any fighters that's doing it. And yes, soft. You know how to spell soft. Some soft ass shit. Y'all complain. If you gonna come, and I mean this, if you complaining about 3 pounds and you think 25 adding 22 more pounds to it is nothing, man, y'all missing it. See a dude have a big ass weight advantage most of his career, telling all the opponents they too small. Then the first time somebody not too small, the fight go horribly wrong. And Bill Haney sat up there and said it wasn't just Osterine alone. For all y'all Osterine fiends, keep talking about this Osterine. Bill Haney just said they had the wrong game plan. He fought the wrong fight. So I don't never want to hear nobody arguing. Don't bring up Osterine to me no more. Bill Haney admitted it. If you don't believe me, go check out the Boxing Voice. Go skim up. He talked about it. They fought the wrong fight. Is what I said the entire time. Now Bill said it, maybe y'all could believe it. Now that Bill sound like he holding himself accountable for shit going wrong and it's not just Osterine, maybe y'all could believe it too. The dude fought the wrong fight, man. Yeah, that's a fight he could win. Yeah, I do believe he could beat Ryan, but I think it's going to always be a dangerous fight because it's a style thing. But don't tell me if 3 pounds is crazy, 25 is not. Y'all kill me with that. Y'all really cool with fighters being damn near 3 weight classes. Damn, count the weight classes from 140 to super middleweight real quick. Count the weight classes. Damn, y'all not even thinking, bro. You got 47, 54, 60, 68. He be 3 pounds shy. 3 pounds shy of being 4 complete weight classes above the weigh-in limit. And y'all cool with that. Y'all ain't no real fans. You're not no real boxing fans. You saying that shit because you know by him rehydrating, he's comfortable. He feel like he got an advantage. All these guys are quote unquote too small. Y'all know it. That's not no real boxing fan. So you telling me you want to see your favorite fighter deplete itself every time in training camp just so to put on all that weight? You telling me that's how you want to see your guy fight? Man, it's just a matter of time before you lose again doing that shit. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. But y'all got a problem with the IBF rehydration rules. So when Tank do it, y'all act like Tank made it up. When all Tank is doing is making y'all abide by the IBF rules, and they got a problem with it. Nah, man. Y'all got a problem with the rules. I'm telling you, that's bending the rules. That's sucker behavior, bro. I don't care. My favorite fighter, I do not want to see him be 165 pounds to be fighting at 140 or damn near 160 fighting at 135. That shit crazy, man. That's big as hell. Go your big ass up. Now I got a problem with people that bend the rules, and then cry when they get them pulled on. He got a him pulled on him. Ryan pulled a him on him. He gave him a taste of his own medicine, played that weight game, and he ain't like it. That's all he was talking about. The weight. Yeah, he missed weight. Floyd told him to do it. Floyd told him to do it. Floyd told him to do it. Y'all chased that man. Y'all chased that damn fool's gold. Ryan was fool's gold. Fool's gold, man. Y'all got to stop. And that's to any fighter doing it. It's not no personal with Devin Haney. I don't respect it. That's something I wasn't aware of. I'm like, damn. So dudes really be fighting at 140 pounds. And when you rehydrate, you almost 4 weight classes above where you weighed at it, and nobody sees an issue with that. Y'all, man, not no real fans. Y'all not no real fans. Y'all fans as long as y'all guy got the advantage. That's what that is. That's what that is. I would have loved to see him fight Liam Powell and go up under them IBF rules and see what y'all would have been saying then. Because according to y'all, what y'all complaining about, what Tank does, he would have had to adhere to them same rules had he fought Liam Powell. What y'all would have said then? Liam Powell cheating? Come on, man. Y'all got to stop, man. Y'all favorite fighter like to blow up 4 weight classes above the weigh-in limit so he could be comfortable in the ring. That's cool. That's cool. That's what y'all like. That's what you into. That's what you into. That's what you into. That's what you into. You don't mind seeing your favorite fighter get wrapped up like a baked potato. You get what I'm saying? Like a damn hot pocket in a damn cocoon. You don't mind seeing your favorite fighter can't even get the words out of his mouth because he killing himself to make weight. Can't even get a clear sentence out. Y'all don't have a problem with none of that. Long as he keep winning, right? Long as he keep winning. Y'all crazy, man. I just don't do that up here, Rollo, because we build. So just know whatever your opinion is, you can have it. I'm not against your opinion, but I'm gonna have mine. You can have your opinion. Listen, if you like what he's doing, if you feel like what he's doing is cool because he abiding by the rules, by all means, cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Look, if that's what you like, but it's not nothing personal. I don't like fighters that do that. I think that's crazy. And then on top of that, it's a downside to it. You teach what's good with it. You killing yourself, and then you trying to put it all back overnight. Who's to say that that's why Devin Haney wasn't getting knocked all around the ring? It could have been that, bro. It could have been that. It really could have been the rehydration. It could have been a bad weight cut. That shit is real, bro. It ain't a matter of him having a bad chin. He was getting hit with some clean hooks, but you just never know. You get what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Just say you soft, man. Just say you soft. Just say you soft. If you like it, if you like that soft shit to me, I don't care how it sounds. It's soft shit. You like a fighter that have a crazy ass weight advantage and be almost 4 weight classes above where he weighed in at to have an advantage to win a fight, then have at it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't crying. It ain't crying. It's just you ain't gonna call me no nigga on my platform. And if you don't like what I'm saying, look, bro, stage left, man. I've been too nice for too long. Y'all just be coming in here just talking all types of crazy. So you're gonna get that same energy back. Like again, if you like it, you can like it. Push for your favorite fighter to do it. But when he get his ass beat, when he get knocked around the ring, when you see him get knocked out next time because he killing himself, depleting his body of all the fluids from his brain, then you go see him get knocked out in the ring. Don't say just do didn't tell you, bro. Y'all think what I'm saying is about just, one fighter. No, I'm talking about the negative effects that it have. All y'all keep talking about, well, he made the weight. But at what cost, though? So y'all really cool with seeing a man look like a skeleton every weigh-in? What kind of fans are you? He not even healthy, bro. The man killing himself before he even get there. Y'all cool with that? Nah, bro. I ain't cool with it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Man, hey, Rollo, man, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. If you don't like the rules over here, you could slide, bro. We're not going to go back and forth. but you definitely ain't gonna come to my platform and call me no nigga. And I don't care how you talk to everybody else. You don't talk to real men enough, because if you did, they'd tell you don't speak to them like that. You don't speak to me like that. So if you don't like it, get me? You get me? So always the people that offer the least support with the biggest mouths. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, man. If y'all haven't, we're going to cook for a couple more minutes, man. But like I said, man, shout out to Devin Haney. Keep doing your thing. The only issue, and it's not really an issue. If he wants to do it, that's on him. But I don't think it's healthy. I'm coming from that standpoint. I don't think it's healthy, and I don't respect that you got to be almost 4 weight classes up where you weigh in at to feel comfortable fighting at the weight where you killing yourself at. So it's only a matter of time before that shit does start to catch up to him. You're not going to be young forever. You got his dad talking about they can fight at 154, but he's fighting at 140. You could fight at 54 right now. This is what he's saying, but y'all don't see the issue. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Dude killing himself. Legit. Killed himself for years at 35. Now he's doing it at 140. Y'all can't see it because y'all too fanned out, because gaining all that weight, y'all feel like puts him in a position to win fights. That's weak as hell, man. That's weak. That's weak, bro. What about his health? Y'all don't care about that? Y'all don't care? Y'all don't care about his health? Y'all don't care how he look? None of that? Y'all don't care about it. So y'all cool with him looking like a skeleton, his eyes being sunk in and all of that. Wearing the dark shades. That's cool. Y'all cool with it. Okay. Okay. I don't want to see my favorite fight like no skeleton, bro. I don't want to see my favorite fight like a skeleton to fight, bro. Legacy, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Yeah, man, he coming. Y'all be getting a little too aggressive, man. Y'all gotta calm down. No, just do laid back, but I could turn up too. Don't forget that. The California State Athletic Commission has a rule that cancels fights if a competitor weighs more than 15% above their contracted weight of the day of the event. Talk to him, Ant McQueen, the professor. That's my guy right there. Hasn't Tank missed weight numerous times. Nah, he missed weight once. Damon, he missed weight once. He missed weight once. He did. Ain't no excusing that. He missed weight. Tank missed weight. And never done it again. Missed weight, never done it again. Got that shit under control, never done it again. Sometimes your shit. Shakur missed weight too. Shakur missed weight once, never done it again. It happens, man. Some people battle. Some people's adversity come in different phases, right? Some people's adversity come outside the ring where it don't got nothing to do with boxing. Could be personal, mental health stuff. You know, some people had issues on the scale. They might lose a belt. Core had it happen. Tank had it happen. Benavidez had it happen. It happens. You know what I mean? You know, different adversities, man. Some people face different adversities. So Tank, one of his adversities was just controlling his weight at one point in his career. That was his challenge, right? Took him a while to get right, and he finally got it right. So he's been consistent ever since. I'm not knocking it. Listen, I want y'all to be clear. I want to be clear with y'all. He all right, man. Maybe I was turned up. Let me rephrase. Let me say this. I don't want to call nobody soft. So that my apologies. Now, I don't think nobody is soft, right? I'm gonna say this. It's unhealthy, in my opinion, to deplete yourself for years on end and continue to pack on all that weight overnight. You got guys that are in heavier weight classes that don't even put on that much weight, and they're clueless as to how he's doing it. So what I'm saying is that shit ain't healthy. Like, I don't know how many documentaries y'all ain't watching or you need to see before you realize that shit ain't. It really could have caught up to him against Ryan Garcia. We would never know. But to me, if you got to kill yourself, keep killing yourself to make a weight class, you doing this. Think about this. He's been doing it for years at 35. Now you about to do it for years at 140, and y'all cool with it. Y'all don't have a problem. Yeah, he's a professional. I don't want to see that man be no skeleton. You know what I'm saying? To fight nobody. So that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him go up in weight. If he is bad as what some of his fans say, it shouldn't even be a problem to see him go up. This is why people talk about him going up. This is why his dad said they could fight at 54 right now, but instead you'll fight at 140. And rehydrate higher than 154 on fight night, right? 65. Like I'm clueless. So it's like I don't like it. I don't like it. A lot of them do it. I don't like it. A lot of them do it, yo. A lot of them do it. I still don't like it, though. I still don't like it. Shout out to my guy, Mike Smith, man. Yeah, I rock with all these dudes. I rock with them all. But don't take what I'm saying as something negative. That's not me shitting on his skills. I'm just telling you, I don't like that. I don't like his method. I don't like that whole, okay, if you can make the weight, but blow up to whatever you want. I don't like it. I think that's weak. I don't like it. I think it's unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's unhealthy. So let me rephrase. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I don't want to call nobody. I don't want to offend nobody and call them soft. You think it's a personal attack, but I just don't like that method. I think it's risky. I think you playing with your health. You won't be young forever, and that shit will catch up to you at some point. Like I said, I played a whole documentary. You seen TJ Dillashaw, one of the baddest guys in the UFC. He did the same thing, depleted himself to make a weight, you go in there and fight, and got knocked out in 30 seconds. You seen Devin the first time getting his bell rung, because not only was he in there with somebody big enough, strong enough to do it, but you never know how much depleting himself of the weight is affecting him. He's seen it with the Lomachenko fight. Y'all not telling me the Lomachenko fight wasn't a peak into that fight. To me, was as close as what it was because he keep killing himself to make weight. I think he could have beat him a little more convincingly, but I think he keep killing himself to make weight. Y'all not seeing it in the performances. He's not even at his best. No way you're going to tell me somebody that's killing themselves to make the weight once they rehydrate is at their best every single time. If that was the case, then he would what's the need to move out the weight class? He could just keep killing himself at 35. Don't make sense. What was the reason for moving out of 35? Because it's too hard to make the weight. So at what point do you give yourself an opportunity to make a weight, to cut weight and not kill yourself? So when you get into the ring, you as healthy as you want to be. Move up. So when you rehydrate, it don't look crazy. 25 pounds. Y'all tell that's not crazy. You got professional athletes saying, how do you put on that much weight overnight? That's crazy. Got Keith Thurman, fight at 47. Don't put on that much weight. He said that's crazy. How do we get that much weight back on? He said he suggested liquid IVs and he wasn't trying to be funny. That's all I'm saying. Think about that. Stop thinking I'm trying to shit on him when I say that. I'm not. He's not. Let me be clear. Let me rephrase. No, he's not soft. But I think it's about having a competitive edge. I don't fancy that way that he goes about it. I don't care how many fighters do it. I don't respect it. I don't like it for the fighter. If you killing yourself, like were you unhealthy on the scale just to rehydrate overnight, I would prefer a fighter not do that because I don't think you at your best. I don't think you at your best. How many fighters say, yo, when they move up, they're going to be more filled out. They're going to feel better at the weight. They ain't going to have to cut as much weight. That's why. So he's arguably not even at his best, y'all. Arguably. He had 2 fights up there at the weight class, and they both killed him. Both of them. It's very dangerous. That's all I'm saying to y'all. Y'all looking at it one way. Y'all think I'm shitting on him. No. How dangerous is that? Like, how many years in a row do you want to see your fighter kill himself that way? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that shit. And I want to see him win. I want to see him go in there the best version of himself. I don't want to see him have to go in there, or you don't put on the weight, and then you get midway through a fight. Now you ain't feeling good. Like, you never know, man. Never know. So I would rather see a fighter not have to gain that much weight or kill themselves, period. It's not just the gaining of the weight in and of itself. That's one part of it, but it's when you got to deplete yourself on top of that. So you want to kill yourself, then you're going to put it all back on to have an advantage. And you're going to think that's the best version of you. All right, keep selling yourself short. When you see a guy getting knocked around the ring, don't say just do, ain't tell you, bro. Don't tell you. Nah, you're not getting it. You taking it the wrong way. You got your opinion. I got mine. It's not about complaining. I'm just telling you how I see it. You like it. You're cool with it, Rollo. You like it. You don't care if the dude, you don't care. You don't care if he deplete. Notice you're only focusing on one part of it. You're not. So what about the being depleted on the scale? Rollo, boxing hacker. Y'all don't mind him doing that? And we ain't talking about Earl Spence. We're going to keep it right here at Devin Haney. We're going to keep it right here at the guy that we know gaining 25 pounds and been doing that shit for 2 weight classes in a row. That's where we at with it. That's what we doing. That's where we at. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, listen to everything I'm saying. So y'all telling me y'all cool with Devin Haney looking like a skeleton on the scale. Boxing hacker and Rollo, y'all cool with Devin Haney killing himself to make weight? As long as he can rehydrate, y'all cool with it. Y'all want to see him look like y'all want to keep seeing him ceremonial weigh-ins, right? When the last time you seen a real weigh-in with your fighter? When? That shit ain't even real. We seeing ceremonial weigh-ins in real time because dude's looking like Thriller. Looking like a Thriller extra, bro. Come on, man. I think I'm more of a supporter of Devin Haney than y'all, because I want to see the young man win. I don't want to see him be depleted. I don't have all the answers, but I know for a fact the last few weight cuts had looked bad. The last one, they had him wrapped up, helping him up. He looked weak. I seen him out walking. He couldn't even get a sentence out because of the weight cut was bad. So y'all want to keep seeing that? I would rather see him be healthy. That's what I'm saying. So let me rephrase it. It's not about what he's gaining. It's about him not being healthy when he's depleting himself to make that weight. And then you're putting on all that extra weight, bro. Come on. Way too much, bro. Way too much. Way too much. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland back in the super chat. He said, for the realness, I appreciate you, bro.
Always and we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, and look, I'll say this. I feel like, listen, let me say this. It's not only Devin Haney that does that. I see you brought up Errol Spence. I believe, shout out to my baby girl. You know, we got to keep the oven on. I see Errol Spence probably did it too. I felt like he did it for a sacrifice, right? I feel like Devin Haney sacrificed his weight, kept sacrificing the weight to get undisputed, right? That's what Errol Spence was chasing. So I respected it, right? I didn't knock it so much at 35, but it's like you was just killing yourself for years. You stayed arguably maybe 3 fights too long at 35, where you had to kill yourself. Then by the time you get to 40, it's already tough to make that. So your first weight cut with Regis was tough, but you still went in there and performed. But it gets tougher. Now you're getting in there with a more competitive guy in Ryan Garcia, who you closer in skill and talent to, right? So now maybe the weight cut affects you different because you're in there with a different specimen physically. That's all I'm saying. Don't look at it one way. I'm not knocking him. I don't want to see him look like a skeleton on the scale. I want to see a real weigh-in, not a ceremonial weigh-in. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he looked good against the and hold on. And he had missed weight initially. He missed weight. He missed weight initially for the Regis fight. I believe he had to weigh in twice. JJ was good with it, fam. I believe he had to weigh in twice. So this is why this is what I'm saying. So let me say it a different way so y'all can understand, so it's not a slight to him. He don't be looking healthy on the scale. I don't remember the last weigh-in I seen him look good on the scale. It was like the last 3 fights at 35, he looks skeleton sickly. Both of the Kambosos and then the Lomachenko fight. Then you turned around. You had a tough weight cut for the Regis situation. Then I had it in here, how they had him burritoed up. That shit just don't look healthy. That's what I'm saying. So make sure y'all hear me clearly. I think there's other ways to go about it. I think if he is as skilled as what his dad said, is what his biggest fans and supporters say, then yeah, he can go up a weight class, maybe 147, where he don't got to kill himself to make the weight. That's what I'm saying. Never mind what he putting on. So think about it. You stripping yourself of it, all the weight and all them fluids, and then you putting it all back on. You get what I'm saying? It's dangerous. It's a dangerous game to play. That's all I'm saying. So consider that. Don't think I'm knocking him. I'm not knocking him because he ain't the only one that do it. He's not the only one that do it. But he's enjoyed the benefit of it for quite some time, I think. And it's one of the more recent examples where I feel like when he got in there with Ryan, all those physical advantages was a bit stripped away. So you seen the fight play out different. Now you could start asking yourself, damn, wonder did the weight cut affect him? How bad? Like, you get what I'm saying? Don't tell me weight cuts don't affect punch resistance and shit like that. It do. You get what I'm saying? So all that fluctuating in weight, you can get away with it against a certain level of competition and against a certain caliber of fighter. But I think as you continue to step up in those challenges, you want to be very mindful as if whether or not you killing yourself to make weight and then having to pile it all back on in a 24-hour period. That's all I'm saying. I would rather see dudes be healthy, not sickly going into no fight. And that's me being a real supporter of them. So when I say, I don't want to see the dude kill himself to make weight, that's not a knock on him. That's just me wanting to see him be the very best version of himself. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Tank missed weight once. He pulled up Hector Garcia from 130 to 35. He did that. He did that. Heck still was a world champion. I don't cry and complain too much over that. Doing it with Lamont Roach, we all know the situation with that. You know what I mean? With the Loma saying no and how he got to like his fourth option, fifth option, whatever number he is. We just know it wasn't first, second, or third. So missing weight, no, it's not cool, but that's years ago. Like, why would we be talking about what Tank did years ago instead of what Devin Haney's doing now? You see the difference? Y'all make it a Tank versus Devin thing when it ain't even that. It's not a any fighter missing weight is not cool because you signed a contract to make the weight. For example, my favorite fighter, y'all know who that is. When he missed weight, I did a whole live talking about it. I did a whole like hour and some change talking about, you know, just the making of the weight, just to be transparent with the audience. Like nobody is above like, you know, the rules. Missing weight ain't cool. Nah, but y'all be saying missing weight like Tank did it multiple times. One time, bro. He did it once. And we all know he had little discipline issues with the weight. He wasn't staying on top of that shit. We all know this. We know this. He go party. He was living life. We know this. But that's why I appreciate him, because he got that shit under control to the point where people feel like he's arguably fighting at a weight class higher than where he could be at. People feel like he could arguably be at 130. So you see the difference? He's a guy that's arguably competing maybe one weight class above where he could be at. The other guy might be a weight class or two below where he should be at. It's different and killing himself to stay there. The other guy is not. He comfortably making weight and doing backflips at the weigh-ins and shit like that. You get me? It's different. This is not a knock on Devin Haney, bro. Y'all got to hear me the right way. It's not a knock on him. It's not a knock on him. It's not a knock. Superman, shout out to my guy, man. Dad really sued for battery. Yeah, he did. But I think that's his pops. Like, I think his pops facilitating that or like spearheading that whole suing and lawsuit thing, because he taking responsibility for it. So I feel like, you know, Devin's involved, but I think his focus should be back in the ring, bro. It's a unusual way to go about something, but like I said, ultimately I level with Devin to a degree. I didn't say I would sue, but I'm not knocking him for it, because at the end of the day, it's something that you might not do if you feel like you was in a situation. You never know until you was in a situation, but most of us feel like we wouldn't do it. But just because we feel like we wouldn't do it is not going to mean that he's doing something. Don't mean he's doing something wrong. So it's just what it is. Like, I don't think he's doing nothing wrong. I just don't think he need to go that route. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I think it's like a witch hunt, and I think it'd just be so much better if you can get your legs back under you, go beat somebody's ass, and then go beat him up again. I would love to see that, but it's his career. He gonna do it how he see fit. Schofield's a claimant. Rollo, I think listen, I think to a degree it was like, we know for a fact that it was once upon a time where Tank didn't keep up with his weight. We know this. So maybe that was a time they was talking about. Maybe it was around that time. Because he did have a stint or a period in his career where he allowed his weight to kind of fluctuate in between camps. We know that led to him missing weight, and then I think he tightened up. It was like a wake-up call. So I like to see people go through shit. I like to see it, and then I like to see him figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Nah, his weight is not a secret. This weight is not a secret, because, again, what you blow up to, like when you just not being disciplined and you sitting around eating and partying, that's not the same as, you know, you being in shape and actually, you get what I'm saying? So it's different. We know when he was blowing up like that in between fights, it was a lack of discipline on his behalf. He wasn't living right. He kept it real. You know what I'm saying? He kept it real. He liked to eat and all that shit. He was partying and all that. So to be 5'5", being heavy like that is not good, not healthy, but it's good that he went through it, because we seen that he made the change necessary to do something about it. So I don't think Tank weight is a secret. I think if he's in shape, bro, he's a small guy. Like, short wise, like, he's not no overly big, muscular, super, like, he's just not a big guy like that. You know what I mean? He fight big, if that makes sense, right? Fight like a big guy, right, to a degree, but not an overly big dude. But nah, missing weight ain't cool. Being overweight ain't cool, because you box, bro. You box. Ain't shit cool about it. But sometimes y'all be wanting me to rewind 7 years ago or 5 years ago when Tank missed weight or something like, that shit he put that shit so far behind him, is all I'm saying. And now you seeing the very best versions of him. You seeing the dude being damn near on weight in camp early. The dude focused. So I like to see that he went through that weight shit where he was struggling with the weight. I like it, because now I get to see that he really gave a damn about his career. He made the adjustment. You know what I'm saying? So again, just to finish what I was saying, when I'm speaking about Devin Haney, that's not a knock on him. I don't want to see him kill himself to have to make no weight to fight nobody, because I don't believe you're really seeing the best version of him if he got to deplete himself to make any weight and then kind of rely on rehydrating well to feel good, right? So think about it. If you think Devin Haney is a beast now, right? If he's depleting himself to make weight and he rehydrating, fighting, looking sharp, what about if he makes a weight where he don't got to kill himself and then he rehydrates as well? How much better do you think that'll make him feel? You get what I'm saying? You don't think it'd be a little bit better? You get what I'm saying? If he's not killing himself in one area, like if he don't got to be a damn mummy to stand on the scale, that's all I'm saying. If you don't got to see no ceremonial weigh-ins. So that's not me knocking him. That's me. I want to see what he really look like at his absolute best, because we arguably not seeing that if you killing yourself, right? You could say that. So, and what reason I say, I've heard fighters say it for years, like when they move up, they're gonna be more filled out and they're gonna feel better and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's the same for that's the same thing, you know what I mean, for Devin. Now, I mean, it's not a knock on him, but I'm like, y'all see, maybe once he move up, at some point, I think it's not going to, he ain't going to have to kill himself to make weight. Whatever weight class that exists for him, I would like to see him do that. That's not a knock on him. I just don't want to see no fighter, but him in particular, because now we got to see one fight play out, and you never know how the weight cut affected him. Never know. Shout out to Mr. Miles. Appreciate you, bro. Clickety clank. This is my drop in the piggy bank. I appreciate all y'all.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you, bro. Devin King of the Dead Haney. Yeah, man. He can't. I don't want to see him kill himself to make no weight. So I feel like, you know, all fighters should live that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? All fighters should live that lifestyle. Try to keep their weight under control in between fights. And I think Tank had to learn that. He had to lose something to really get it. Like, oh shit, I can't be living like this. So nah, that's not cool when he doing it. It's not cool for him to be 5'5.5" and be 160, 70, anything pounds. All that shit is crazy. No, it's not good. It's not cool either. He know it wasn't cool. That's why he made the changes. So hell nah, missing weight ain't cool. Shakur Stevenson missed weight. I asked him about it. I asked him. He that shit felt like shit to him. He said he hated that. I remember. He hated missing weight. So nah, ain't nothing cool about it. That shit, you know. But I think it's good that it happened to him. Right? It's good that it happened to Tank, because now they got an extra reason to work. They ain't trying to ever let that shit happen again. That's embarrassing. You gonna step on the scale and they talking about you overweight. Now you a unified champion that Shakur was. Now instead of this fight being you being unified and it being a title defense, now you don't have the titles. You get what I'm saying? Everything changes. So nah, ain't nothing cool about it. But I respect when I see people go through it and you know, get through it. So you seen Tank go through it and get it right. You seen Shakur go through it and get it right ever since. You seen Benavidez had a couple hiccups and get it right. You see it. Sometimes you gotta go through some shit to know where you need to improve. And maybe that was Tank wake up call. Hey, bro, I can't be running around blowing up. Don't mess with Texas Peace, bro. I can't be blowing up in between weights and just let myself get big like this. I gotta stay in shape. I gotta stay focused. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's what you've seen. Ever since then, you've seen a way more focused Tank. So I think sometimes people only highlight of that time that he missed weight and they magnify like, yo, he missed weight a few times. No, he didn't. No, he did it once. Since then, the dude been in phenomenal shape. He ain't had that problem since. Shakur missed the weight. He ain't had that problem since. You get what I'm saying? Which his was a little more recently, but pretty sure he won't let that happen again. So Benavidez had it happen. He ain't let it happen again. You get what I'm saying? As far as the weight. So even him, you seen him going into camps being in some of the best shape he's been in. So sometimes you just got to get tested. You know what I'm saying? Getting some money. I haven't messed up since, like you said. Right. That's what it is. Like Core was saying it, like, you know, he said he didn't do stuff that he was supposed to do in camp. He said it was his fault. That's why I like talking to the fighters, because he took accountability. He ain't say like, oh no, it's just a couple pounds. Oh, it was just a pound and this and nah. He was like, bro, I signed a contract. I was supposed to make that weight. He was like, I knew better. I shouldn't have been. And maybe for him, that's his wake up call. Like maybe you was slacking somewhere that you would know not to do that again. That's why you gotta appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see them go through some shit and figure it out. That's what I like to see. It's not an issue if you can learn from it, right? It's not a loss if you learn. It's a lesson. So I think Shakur learned a valuable lesson. That was 2 titles he had on the line. Tank learned a valuable lesson. Same difference. He learned that shit like, damn, I lost my title on the scale. Hell yeah, you done lost, man. Giving up them belts on the scale ain't cool. So, nah, man. But more of the story, bro, I want to see everybody fight and be healthy when they doing it. I don't want to see you be dead on the scale to get in a fight and fight nobody. But I also, there's this whole notion, like if you're a person that believe that there's weight classes for a reason, that's another thing why it's like it's not breaking the rules, but it's like it's kind of taking advantage of a rule that should be in place, right? Because like I said, if everybody was rehydrating 3 to 4 almost weight classes above wherever they fought at, it'd be crazy. Everybody's not doing that. Now, I do believe people are shrinking down to maybe a weight class smaller where they could have an advantage or win and make some money. I believe they do that, but I don't believe dudes is 3, 4 weight classes or below. You know what I'm saying? That's risky. It's dangerous, man. So, man, overall, man, Saturday was a good fight. Shout out to Catterall. He did his thing, man. He held it down. Beat my boy Rougarou. I'm still rocking with Regis, like I said. Not too many people you could say picked up boxing, like I said, that late 17. Dude was working. He was fighting for free. Really got on. In shape street fighter. You know he was limited as a boxer per se, because you know his style is to get in there and fight. And that's really what he gave us. He gave us nothing but good fights. He even in defeat, you know what I mean? He's competing all the way to the end. He was outclassed thoroughly by Devin Haney in every way, shape, or form, but he continued to try to fight. You know, kudos to him. If he retires, that's cool. I rock with him. Win, lose, or draw. Shout out to Regis. Devin Haney, young man, get back in the ring. I like the fact that Bill Haney, salute to you. He gave the boxing voice a lot of his time. If y'all ain't catch that, y'all, because I ain't give it his just due. I ain't really play enough of it because, you know, it was long. They was on for hours. They was on for like 7 hours. Your Bill was up there for a minute. So, but he was talking and he sounded like he took accountability for the kind of game plan. And he understands that there's some things that need to be corrected and fixed, and they can get back in there. But I don't think Regis' chin is garbage. I just think Devin Haney hit him with some sharp shit when he dropped him. I think the older Regis is a little bit more susceptible to a knockdown. I think him in his actual physical prime, I don't think Devin Haney would have knocked him down in the fight. I think he would have still beat him, but I don't think he would have knocked him down. 100% in his prime, I don't think he gets dropped twice in the 9th round by Catterall. That's what I think. And not in his fully in his prime, I don't think so. But overall, good fight. Shout out to both. Hopefully, Catterall and Devin Haney mix it up. They verbally agreeing. He tagging Turkey Al-Sheikh. He sound like he want an opportunity. Let's see. Let's see if it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Y'all made a glass. He ain't up for that battery endured. Dev got heart. Yeah, he got heart. And that's why I say that I think that his dad's doing is the lawsuit, because he said as much. He said, like, this is me. That's on me, the lawsuit. Like, that's what sound like. You get what I'm saying? That's something he pushing. And Devin Haney, it's not the best look. But that dude is a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Getting up from them Osterine left hooks had to be hell. So he had no quit in him, and I'm gonna always respect him for it. But more importantly, I want to see where he go from here. I want to see him bounce back, because I believe you know, it's some real good fights out here for him, and it's something that he can win and get himself right back in the mix. You know, so let's see what's next for him. Jack Catterall called out Teo. I doubt if we see that. You got a better chance, in my opinion, I think, of seeing Devin and Catterall, not Teo. Teo's a little bit of a wild card. He seemed like he ain't happy, talking about getting out of his contract, and he all over the place. Teo, man, tighten up, stop with the racial slurs, go fight some fights that people want to see you win, win the people back over, put some distance between you and this rough time, and people could look at it as maybe you was tripping. But if you're going to continue to double down, not fight people, it's going to be idle time. You're going to be sitting around not fighting. People are going to continue to look at you like the guy that you sound like. And that's you saying the shit out your mouth that you've been saying. So tighten up. I don't like to dislike none of these guys. I just don't like his mentality and the stuff he's been putting out verbally. Him or Ryan Garcia, them dudes really need to tighten up. They both need some big homies, some OGs. BN Boxing News, my God, what's good with it, bro? Regis triple air jobs were looking good though. They was though, wasn't they, Cal? I was hoping they was gonna land. I think he got a couple in. He got a couple in, Cal. Did you see it? Got a couple of them jabs in there. Tony was good, bro. You see when Devin coming back. Yeah, I mean, he been having some back and forth with Jack Catterall, so hopefully they teams can get on the phone and make something happen. But I know it's a, moving parts. Like my guy Dub always bring up the promotional side of it, because that is where a lot of information lie. If you know who's promoted to who and how they move, you'll know right off the bat some of these fights ain't happening. That's what he's pretty much saying. And shout out to my guy LetsBuild and Fax Machine. That's what he was pretty much saying with the Blair Cobb fight. So Blair Cobb just trying to tease and trick the fans, and that's why I appreciate him, because he caught on to it right away. I still like the conversation because I'm, as a content creator, I think Blair and Devin Haney would be a good fight. I really do. It'd be entertaining, and it could go either way because of the unknowns of Devin Haney and the unpredictability to a degree of Blair Cobb, right? So, I mean, it's a good fight though. Question, not defending whether either Ryan or Tia, but you chalk it up to immaturity and stupidity and double down these ignorant comments. It's definitely immaturity, it's definitely stupidity, ignorance, lack of awareness, bro. Lack of awareness. Like he doesn't fully, like, Tio seems like a part of him understands that it ruffles feathers, but then the immature side of him won't just let it be that. It's like he understands it on one end, but then he kind of justifies it with trying to create a fight opportunity for himself. But people are not asking him the right questions, which would then in turn force him to be more real with himself by saying, what fight in all of your fights have you gotten going that route? And why did you think going that route would get you a fight now? You get what I'm saying? That's what people need to ask him. And I ain't got all the answers. I like to be cool when I interview these fighters too, but him, there's no way in hell I would interview him without asking him that. I would have to, because I really would want to know what type of time he on. And I know he say shit, but I don't just always go straight to them just being full on racist. I just think a extreme level of ignorance and lack of awareness of, like, they just think like a part of him makes he could convince himself that that's trash talking, that's like, that's not below the belt. It's right above the belt line or right on the belt line. No, that's below the belt. So if somebody really sit him down, have a real conversation, that'd be him and Ryan. And Zab did it with Ryan a little bit about the SMD. Remember Zab checked him like, what's up with you talking like that? And he respected Zab. Somebody need to have that same kind of conversation with Tio, where you're not trying to grill him, but you holding him accountable for being ignorant in that regard, right? You got to be smarter than that. He a young, successful boxer, and the eyes are always going to be on him, for better or for worse. So it's better verbiage to use than the monkeys and the bananas bit. And the most disappointing part is his level of talent. The dude talented as hell, so he don't got to resort to that to get no damn fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, that's that. Yeah, not like far as it's a myth, Rallo, that they can't fight people because of their hands being registered. That is true. They can get into a fight just like anybody else. They'll tell you that, because it was something that people were spreading though, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. People spread that for years. They spread that for years though. And you got to think it comes from people not doing their research, and they'll just trust what somebody say and it'll just pass it along. But nah, they not what's the name? They're not like, they definitely, they dangerous weapons, but they not like this whole notion that if they hit you like or get into a fight, they just automatically like in fault or in trouble because they box. Like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure I'm saying the same thing. Cash, I get what you saying for sure. Yeah. I mean, they definitely weapons for sure, but not in terms of like not being able to put hands on somebody if they have to. Like, people just think, boxer get into a fight because they got registered hands or something. Oh, they just get in trouble. It don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe me? Check out my boy Keith. Put the yoke on buddy. Check out my boy. Look at my boy Marquise Taylor, bro. That's Marquise Taylor, the old snatcher, bro. Got buddy ass in the yoke. Calm down. You had too much to drink. I said calm down. Now you better get the boy. I'm a choke him out. Say get him. Get the boy now. You done had a little too much to drink. Oh man. He done had a little too much to drink, damn it. Man, shout out to my guy, the old snatcher, Marquise Taylor. But man, appreciate everybody. Another dope build in the books as always. I rock with everybody that rocks with me. Salute to everybody that came through. Hit that like button. Everybody that hit that super chat. Much love to y'all. We just gonna keep building. Y'all already know boxing continues, man. We just getting the week started. Something light boxing build, man. Let's see what's next for Prograis. Let's see what's next for Haney. I'm rooting for the dude. I want to see him bounce back. He got some, apparel. Like I said, it would have been a great fight, tough fight for him to take coming back off the Ryan situation. But if you get a Jack Catterall, that's great too, because that you can kind of get back, and he's right there, within a title shot, right? So if you fight a guy like that, that gets you right back cooking, bro. The hell, you put some distance between you and that Ryan Garcia fight, that Osterine BS. You get to protect your O again. Right? You just get to continue business as usual. So for me, overall, no matter how I feel about these dudes, I want to see them all win. Devin Haney bounce back like I know he could. I think he can beat Catterall. I really, really do. 100% I do. But he got to bounce back. Hopefully they can make that fight. And that's it. And shout out to my guy, the Rugaroo, man. Al Booger. Hire more in shape security guards. Yeah, they be out of pocket, don't they, Teach? Hey, great show. Appreciate you, Thomas. Shout out to my guy, Al Booger, man. Legacy, man. The rest of the gang, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Kyle Cool It, my guy. He said drinking that damn Thunderbird leads to ass whoopers every time. Don't it. Oh, man. Pardon me, Alan. Pardon. Damn, I don't know how I did. Running my yacht. Pardon me, man. That's love, man. I can't miss the support, man. I appreciate everybody that continues to come through here and support the grind. We're just going to keep building it. Alan, man, you're a real one, man. Got to support the truth again. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate my brothers, man. Much love to you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
If you cannot do acting like a grown man dad, immaturity will cost him. You gotta stop kind of battling and get back in the ring. Yeah, I think what it is too, real quick, and I'll leave with this. I think, right, for me, right, I think him as a person, him as a fighter, regardless of what, he's always been on the up and clean, right? And I think for me, that's the part that doesn't sit with him, that doesn't sit well with him the most. The fact that he got cheated. He I think that you sit down, probably talk to your pops, you like, I gotta find some way to get this dude back. I know we get in the ring and beat his ass. And that is the best course of action. But I felt like I feel like they feel as though it's another way to get him. And maybe if you can hit him legally, maybe you can hit him for some money financially, then good, because he cheated you and put you through a lot of shit. So I get it. It's not ideal to go sue and the battery and fraud and all that stuff. I get it. But overall, a good fight will put some distance between this situation and people will stop mentioning it so much, right? So Devin got to do that by just getting back in there and beating somebody's ass. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see him do. Just get back in there and beat somebody's ass. Preferably Catterall, because he on your line. So bounce back, young Devin. I don't think you ruined. I don't think you're a bitch for suing. I think it's very odd. I think it's a waste of your time, because I think the negative press and stuff that's coming from it is not worth it, because it's almost making people lose sight of the fact that you were the one that was cheated, not the other way around. People have such a disdain for the suing and the battery part in a boxing match that it's not that they're forgetting the Osterine. It's like they putting that on the back burner and like, look at this shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's suing, but he didn't do anything wrong. He just doing something that people don't agree with. But I want to say that I ain't saying I would do it. I ain't saying you would do it, but I'm just saying he's not doing nothing wrong. So let's not ever lose sight of the fact that even if Ryan intentionally or didn't intentionally do it, he was the one that wrong, and it wasn't Devin. You know what I'm saying? So for that young man, bounce back. You got your O. You deserved it back. Ryan bogus. He showed little to no accountability the entire time. That's my biggest issue with him. His immaturity is just at a level that I hate to see, because he got money and time, and that shit could be a bad recipe. You got a bunch of yes men and enablers around him, and I hate that for him. But hopefully he tighten up. But Dev, get back in that ring, man. Risky Part 2. Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all all smash that like button if y'all haven't. Sub to the channel if y'all haven't. And the 39 people that's left in here, y'all all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. And let's keep building, man. Yeah, young Dev gonna bounce back. Yeah. That, I don't think that's immature. I think that could be like an emotional decision to sue. Maybe frustrating. Maybe it's an emotional, you know what I mean? Something that just, I gotta find some way to get him back. And I know I can't fight him right now because he's suspended. So even if I really wanted to do that, I couldn't do it. But I gotta try to do something. And I think that was their way of trying to, cause him an inconvenience. It's not ideal and people don't like it, but I think that's what it is at the end of the day. They're like, F him, man. Like, we gonna hit him in his pockets. And then you hear Bill saying things like they'll still fight him again. So you never know. But appreciate everybody. Another dope build in the books. Boxing is going to continue to getting built up. I appreciate everybody that continues to pull up and rock with your boy. Shout out to all y'all, everybody in the chat. Shout out to all my moms, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. And y'all beat me here tomorrow, 4 p.m., 4 o'clock. Eastern time, and we're gonna be back to build on some more boxing like we always do. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Monday, and I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size, and from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret, with tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I